like Matt's path may have been easier than mine. But I don't know.
Now I want to see what you're doing.
Testing, testing.
I wouldn't call it easy.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna not like
I mean,
easy. Like,
yeah.
oh,
I
like,
mean,
you got the
yeah. I know.
easiest-
Yeah, easy
Yeah,
or.
but trying to remember what.
But I don't know
how
what
that
you're
path
doing
was
actually.
whenever I did it, I'm trying to remember if it was difficult or as harder or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh dear. Aw, damn it. I tried to Dark Souls it. This is not Dark Souls.
Can you hear me all right, Miles?
These guys are annoying. They just block everything. Oh my god, and then when I attack one of them, the other one wants to defend. They don't ever attack until I attack.
I'm gonna try to make it so we can hear what's going on with them reasonably at the same time. Let me see.
Oh my god, come on! Okay, finally, I got one of them.
Or let me see if I can't get this to show the way I want it to show, goddammit. Studio mode? No.
Well, I didn't really have that.
I need the mixer and stuff to
so
go
every time I
away.
attack, he attacks. This is really annoying. Oh my god, this is annoying. Like, god damn. Fuck you. Just die.
Editor display.
I'm sure there's a trick for them, and I'm not.
Maybe it'd be better if I just go to my own stream. No, that'd be dumb. Right? Yeah, that'd be dumb. Let me see if I can just... I need to make this space bigger. There we go.
Oh shit!
I don't need this either. Skip alert. So much last-minute fidangling has gone into the mix to bring this to you today. Fucking Miles. Oh, let me put in my Facebook to let my other friend know. By the way, Miles, I'd say that Aaron has the lead right now, even though they've kind of taken the two... There's two main paths that they could have split on, and they took the split. So they are both eventually going to have to do all this stuff that they're doing, but they're both doing it out of order. Or at least different order from the other person. Let me see if I can get more sound going.
Oh, he did it. It's... Fuck. Okay. It's fine.
I think that's as loud as I can get it from them.
But I do have that prosthetic.
I actually can't tell for sure. That's just me. Uh-oh.
Oh, maybe I have to do this.
Why did I start hearing him after I did that?
Okay, there we go. That's gonna help out a lot more.
Logos A-Z? A-R-Z?
Who the fuck is this?
What's his name? A-Z-R? No. I think it's just logos AZ. Nope.
The color of the blood itself appears to be tainted and stagnant. Scorpion's blood alone is not. Okay. Bring me samples of cop blood. Okay. I don't have any gourds. Okay.
Let me check the. Oh my god! I broke everything.
Grants the ability to learn shinobi style skills within the text. Such moves can never be practiced by someone.
What's Aaron's goddamn name?
Where Aaron is.
You probably put it in the chat by now.
Why? Because you're hearing some shit that you don't know?
Nah, I just want to change the scenery. Let's see.
Because that was like a... I think I'm doing some things that
Miles, why would I
we're in completely
make it so
areas.
where they could hear me when I'm going to be talking about each of their progress?
Go, kinda.
It is Logos ZR. Logos ZR.
Oh, there's something up there.
Yeah, I know. I typed that in. It's not coming up anymore. Oh, here we go. Okay. I can set... Okay, here it is. This wasn't popping up
Surprise, motherfucker! Oh, I missed.
Surprise, motherfucker. Some fries, motherfucker.
Okay.
I like how... Okay, in the time it took me to get the
that's
stream back up,
cool.
they've swapped with each other in terms of the path they're taking.
Yeah, I just let that happen, didn't I?
Okay.
But
So this, okay.
Matt has
Here we
some...
go. This is where the fun comes in.
I'd say Matt has some ground to make up over Aaron, because he's got to go through the bosses that Aaron kind of made short work of. Like, Aaron made really fast progress, to tell the truth. It's kind of really
okay, yeah,
impressive.
I'm so used to the iframes, I need to stop with that dodging shit. At least not so much.
Oh, maybe this is why I can't hear myself and things are fine. I forgot about this. My, Yeah, there we go.
Unseen aid. No, I don't need all that.
Okay. My own volume was too low, but actually, they're coming across okay. Let me... Is there any way I can get even more room? I don't need this stupid mini feed. Can I change that? Pause alert, queue, skip alert. Layout.
Oh, come on. Okay, that's fine.
Mini feed. I don't need this.
I tried to block that one after the hit. Okay.
What the? Let me click on other things. Editor display. Okay, you know what? Cancel. Go back.
Literally doing nothing.
And then
maybe
this.
I don't have it equipped. Maybe that's the thing.
No, I don't need the mini feed.
There, okay. That was what it was. Medicine rank.
Well, that didn't work.
I should also double check these. Knocko stance. Attack power. It says defense.
God damn it.
Okay.
Just do
Oh,
this.
that didn't do anything.
Huh?
Okay, fixed it. There we go. Because I need more room to see. There we go. I'm probably on an extreme delay also, I would guess, but whatever. So, right now we're seeing Matt go through the boss that Aaron beat on his first try, I think, but Matt's having to fight against his own Dark Souls instincts in order to get against him, or get across him. Let's tune into
I
to
see.
that.
I'm remembering things now.
Okay.
You remember.
Let's see.
I forgot I could, like, grapple onto that big guy.
I'm pretty sure Aaron beat this guy his first time. Meanwhile, Aaron is catching back up to Matt in that he's finally going through the menus and looking at his skills and stuff, which Matt did earlier. So they're finally starting to get on common ground as far as like how much they know about the game and like the basics. But there's still probably a little bit of an advantage on Matt's side, I'd say, as far as knowledge. But Aaron is definitely.
Oh man, okay, I didn't think it had. Oh shit! Oh no. Okay.
He's got Aaron's got the advantage as far as just kind of like instinct and just like going in. Like he's got like the gameplay. He doesn't have all the hitch-ups that Matt has that are slowing Matt down. So
okay.
I think this is going to be a kind of an interesting race. Also, the other problem that Aaron's going to have to deal with is that I think Matt has the advantage when it comes to exploration. So Matt's going to be finding more of the items and secret shit that Aaron's going to kind of just run past.
Oh my god, okay.
So
that was at the end.
We'll see what pays off in the end. Coming up here, there's a good chance that Matt's going to get through this boss, but it's hard to say for sure. Yeah, Matt got it. Right now I'm streaming the sound out from Aaron's stream, because I can't do both at the same time.
Well, hey, so, to ask you, did you go back in time?
I went to like a nighttime area.
Let me see.
And I think the answer to your question is yes. Alright, cool.
That's what I was doing. Oh, okay. I figure it's best to listen to Aaron's stream because he's getting both of their voices in the clearest. When Matt says something, we pretty much hear it through Aaron's side anyway, so. I need to get a drink. My throat is already fucking itchy. Let me tell them that I have the stream up.
Oh. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna worry about that.
Oh, yep. Of course.
Yeah, parched. One sec.
Wait, could I have snuck through this whole area?
Dude, this nigga be moving. So why is... Oh, wait, I never killed him.
Alright.
I've barely been talking all that much, and
Oh, that's important.
my throat is just getting itchy. So I think the thing is, I think they might both be on the path now that might be tougher for the way they play. I think that Aaron, the nighttime path, which is in the past, I think is going to be tougher for Aaron because it's more about slow exploration and instead of just running in and killing.
Oh, isn't that great?
And the opposite for the daytime path in the present that Matt is taking right now. Matt's going to have to get used to the combat, and as we can see
this is a
at
bad
this
time.
moment,
Oh, that's a big guy.
He's not
Oh,
doing
I'm
fantastic.
dead. I just got stuck. Go over here. That is a very big guy. This is actually awful. See if I can find like a...
Oh, I need to pick the option without the chat showing because I can't chat anyway. There we go. There we go. I think this is the best option.
Oh, you're annoying.
Oh, let me get rid of that thing at the top.
Oh dear, I didn't even see that guy. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay, I think I am going to hop on the Discord call.
What's happening here?
I think they're on one, and maybe I'll just kind of pop in and talk to both of them at the same time on Discord, and then mute it the rest of the time.
Already?
I think I should be able to do that. Can I even do that on the computer? No, that doesn't sound like that'd be smart. Let's not do that. I'm going to do this separately on my
I
iPad.
jumped way farther than I meant to. I'm killing the guy right in front of you.
Let me... Oh, I need to turn off my alerts for my fucking...
Oh, that was
turn off alerts for this fucking... stock Informer for PS5.
Oh, I pressed L2 instead of L1.
Okay,
but
let me see.
luckily I didn't die. Oh, man.
Let me chat at Aaron.
Oh,
Can I do that?
I have fire! That didn't do anything.
This might be easiest from here.
Yeah, I don't know why I went for that. That way it takes way too long. Oh, I'm so far. I feel like I missed the teleport thing. This is ridiculous. Oh, I wasn't even trying to do that.
Okay. Logo CR. I thought I was already... Oh, apparently not. This...
My way.
Why am I doing this?
Oh,
the way I'm
are you
doing
guys
it.
on Discord? No, we're on a.
Oh my
PS4
god!
chat.
Wow! I was. What'd you say?
This was asking us. No, it's just we're just on a chat by ourselves. So you want to join?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to join, we can add you.
That makes sense. Oh dear.
What fuck? Leave me leave. Damn, nigga. Yeah, shoot me an invite. Okay. Alright, are you at a place so you can stop? I don't want you to be making progress if I'm not playing the game, you know what I mean?
I am just sitting. Oh, I found the damn thing. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm just sitting at the bonfire thing. Finally. God damn. I was like, where is this thing?
I don't see you online,
Okay.
person.
Uh,
But let to shoot you an invite in general. Yeah, I'm just sending you an invite in general, but yeah, I don't see you online. Oh, you're gonna use your phone? Okay.
You can hear me okay? Okay.
There he
I'm
is.
mostly just using this line for announcements.
You can hear me okay?
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah, because it's harder for
Okay. I'm mostly just
it's
using
harder
this
for me to
line
type
for
in the chat with
announcements.
the current setup I have. I don't know if you guys saw that. I've got the commentary
Because
stream going.
It's harder for me to type in the chat with the current setup I have. I don't know if you guys
Got
saw
you.
that. I got the commentary stream going.
So you fought this big samurai guy, Aaron, already? It was like right after this bonded. No, I went back to where you
All
were.
right. I
I
realized
went
I
your,
should
your path.
turn that off after because you guys are
The,
going to be
the
hearing
first
it over
path. you did.
my mic.
When I went somewhere else and you went the other way.
And by you guys,
Felt like the
I
guy
mean
that was all tied
Miles.
up, and then you kept going.
Yeah, yeah. And then there was like a big, then we got past a big samurai guy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to look at your thing because I just don't know. Tristan can tell you.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was immediately after that fight.
I fought one more big samurai guy.
Oh my
There was,
God,
like, a
what the
group of smaller
fuck is
people,
this?
like, around
What's
me.
what's the question? I heard a question referred to
That's
me.
the shit I don't like in this game. When like you
What's
just get bombarded by everything. You
What's
can't
the
move.
question? I heard a question referred to me.
Matt's trying to see.
No, I was just-
He
where
did.
I was.
He blew past everything.
No, I was
you're
just
looking
asking
at.
if he had fought that samurai guy that was in this area.
He did.
I assumed.
He blew past everything you're looking at.
Goodness gracious. Okay. He's good.
I'm gonna use this time to give an overall status on the race for you guys. Oh well,
I'm gonna use this time to
yeah.
give
Sorry.
overall
I'm not sure if I can be interrupted.
He's gonna give a status.
I'd say Aaron's
Yeah,
ahead.
sorry.
Yeah, Aaron's got a significant lead.
I say Aaron's
It depends on
ahead.
where. I can't remember where Matt
That
left
makes
off
sense.
when he was in the nighttime
He's got a
path.
significant lead. It depends on where. I can't
Yeah.
remember where Matt left off when he was in the nighttime.
Yeah,
I opened up
that's what I-
the
that's what I
door.
thought.
The big. It was like a big door.
So yeah, I'd
Yeah,
say
like a
Aaron's got
spirit guy
a big
by
healthy
that, but
lead, and
that's
then
all.
Aaron's got one
Yeah,
hint coin
that's
left.
right. That's what I thought.
And Matt doesn't have any right now.
So yeah, I'd say Aaron's got a big.
But
healthy
yeah,
lead,
I
and
mean, this is
Aaron's
still
got
anybody's
one
race.
hint
It
coin
depends because I
left,
think
and Matt doesn't have any
commentary
right
wise, I think Aaron's in the area is going to give him the most trouble,
But
and I
yeah,
think Matt's
I
in the
mean,
area
this
is
is
going to
still
give him the most
anybody's
trouble.
race.
So you
It
guys
depends,
are
but I think
both doing
commentary wise, I think
okay.
Aaron's in the area is going to give him the most trouble, and I think Matt's in the area is going to give him the most trouble. So you guys are both doing okay.
Yeah, I was kind of
Sounds good.
worried because I was like, well, I see the way that I took, but I just don't know like how I'd never had gone that way that I went before, so I was like, I don't know if I'm just like fucking myself over completely. But yeah, I think I needed. I had went back and I got some extra stuff, so I was like, I think I just honestly needed to go back and get that extra stuff to make this easier. Because
Are you serious? Are you serious? I was like gonna sneak up on this dude, and he turned around right when I dropped down. Okay, that's a lot of range on that there. I remember things.
As for commentary, I'd say that Aaron is making the slow and steady progress he needs in this area to not be fucked over. I think Matt's play style is going to get him in trouble.
Oh, why did I die?
Aaron's kind of got the right mix of patience
Walk away.
and aggression.
Oh wait, I'm dead. Did I die already? Oh yeah, I got jumped by everyone.
Uh-oh. We We have the
That was so long ago.
we have the big distraction on Team Aaron.
Oh my God!
Big,
it didn't
loving
go where I wanted
distraction.
it at all. That's fine. I made up.
I had a Bria hazard come in.
Yeah, I called it.
Should I even
You can't block forever.
should not be down here? I don't think so.
I know,
I think
I've
I just
tried.
fucked up my oh,
Yeah,
wait,
trust
I-
me, the commentator noted the hazard entering the area. So
Yeah, trust me. The commentator,
Everybody's enjoying that.
Noted
And by everybody,
the
I mean
hazard
Miles.
entering the area. So everybody's enjoying that. And by everybody, I mean Miles.
yeah.
The hazard? Wait, what hazard?
Bria walked in.
Oh, you're talking about Aaron?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God, I wish I'd do that.
We'll see how Aaron does against these shield guys. These shield guys are kind of the thing that are going to be the thing to slow him down in this area, followed by the main spear mini-boss. I think Matt got to the spear mini-boss, but I don't remember him beating it. We'll see what Aaron can pull off. So the strategy Aaron's supposed to use against these shield guys is earlier, if he had been leveling stuff up, you can unlock or actually I think it's a weapon you find in the houses he passed up. There's an axe
You're being a real
you can
dick.
find
Just
to
let me kill you.
to break those shields with your arm.
God.
But Aaron is opting to just run past.
Oh
which
my God.
In this game can be a valid
That-
strategy, but it depends on the
Die
area.
here.
In this case, I think he'll be okay to do it.
Come on.
But he also doesn't know where to go. So
Just let me
we'll
kill
see.
you.
This might be the first
Asshole.
time Aaron's figuring out that he can swim. Because I don't know if he
I'm
knew
not
he could do that or
sure.
not. I don't know. He probably knew that because earlier on he fell into water. Matt is really going to have trouble if he doesn't really learn to divide and conquer in his
Alright, I'm gonna do
area
super
of the game. He's really got to take out the smaller enemies before even engaging the big guy, and preferably sneaking up on the big guy to get a free half of the health down. So Matt's going to really have to start thinking differently in order to make some real progress. Otherwise, he's going to be kind of just stuck there while Aaron is just running roughshod all over his shit. This is kind of a weird format for this game because there's also a lot that both these guys are kind of missing for a blind playthrough. It's kind of not the way you'd want to play this game because this game is. It's okay to play this way after you've already done this stuff, but the way they're playing, I don't know. It's going to come back to bite them towards later on when they might have to do some grinding to get some stuff they missed, or they're going to have to go kind of like looking back, like some backtracking to get something they missed. So the speed race format is not going to do them any favors. It's going to be slow and steady that wins this race overall.
Stop blocking everything. God. Oh, I know.
Really?
Oh dear. Just what?
You know where like regular brick is.
Aaron is on fire, and he probably didn't read the box that told him how to not be on fire. But it didn't look like it hurt him that much.
I wouldn't know.
Gameplay-wise for the audience, because they kind of zoom past all the explanation of what the hell's going on here.
One more.
Of course she's gonna get on the goddamn thing. You'd think they'd want to look around for anything that makes this easier instead of blazing through the whole thing. I mean, yeah,
Stop.
you'd think so. Goddamn dog.
So this is here.
Every time.
So
I mean, if there's any of these games in the Souls series that you can do this blaze through and still be successful, it would be Sekiro. But at the same time, yeah, they're gonna like I said, there's just, not to go over too much. They're just gonna pay for it later. There's gonna have to be some slow time later. These opening areas reward understanding the combat more. Anyway, but they're missing out on the little things like being able to make their life bars longer, and getting upgrades for their. Aaron's stopping now to do some upgrades, which is good.
Can't answer that.
What the fuck is this? When did I get this thing?
But anyway, so the way Sekiro combat works, and what Matt is doing is a good example of it. You have the enemy's health bar on the top left, and you have well, now it's gone, but there's the 2 dots above it. Where's Matt happening to go?
That was so stupid of me.
Oh, he's got a phone call. For the larger, more serious mini bosses and enemies, the dots represent how many times you have to like get a killing blow on them to finish them off for good. And in order to get a killing blow, you can either sneak up on somebody, which you've seen them start doing on some of the bosses when they have the opportunity.
Right.
You can sneak up on them, and that gets you
10
1
times the
free
charm.
killing blow. And then otherwise, you have to fill up a person's posture meter, or an enemy's posture meter, and then that will give you a chance to killing blow. And in order to fill up the posture meter, you can that's where the parrying comes in. You can
really
parry,
what I have to
and there's some other techniques you can do to up their posture
They're just gonna block
limit.
forever.
And then last, you can just get their health all the way down, which is pretty infrequently the way that you finish off enemies in Sekiro, or at least it's not the most frequent. It's usually a combination of posture and health, because their posture fills up faster the less health an enemy has. But if you're really good and if you're on point with your parries, you can get to the point where you can finish off people without hitting them at all, and just parrying enough stuff in a row to just finish them off.
God damn it.
But that's kind of late game, and you have to be pretty good about it.
Tristan, I still got 1 more coin left, right?
Let me go back on chat because they're asking
You
for a
have to be
coin.
shitting me.
That's fine.
Yeah, Matt. Aaron, you have a coin.
You said what?
Aaron asked me if he had a coin left. Yeah, Matt. Aaron, you have a coin.
You said what?
Aaron asked me if he had a coin left.
Oh, I couldn't hear what you said. You said Aaron asked you something, but I don't know what he said. What you said?
No, I asked if I
Aaron
had
asked me if he had a coin left.
Oh.
Aaron, I'm not hearing you through the PS chat anymore.
Okay, all right. Leave me alone. Wow.
I'm not hearing you. There you go. PS chat anymore.
Neither am I.
I muted myself. My bad.
Why do you keep doing that? You've done that a lot today.
Well, yeah, it's because it's like a
Oh, it's just
Aaron, did you feel like
actually
you wanted to use that coin?
I got you.
Aaron, did you feel like you wanted to use that coin?
Oh my god, what am I doing? Why am I being so stupid? I'm just gonna die.
Okay, back on commentary. The other thing worth mentioning from my little gameplay explanation is Matt and Aaron both also have posture bars of their own at the bottom middle of the screen when they're in the middle of combat. That stops them just from blocking everything, because
I wanna kill you for
enemies,
this asshole.
especially huge enemies, do a lot of posture damage, so you can't just block them. But if you parry, the parrying, it prevents posture buildup, and it does posture damage to the enemy. So that is the other thing. So they can't just sit and block, even if they don't want to worry about parrying. They have to kind of
Oh, you got a fucking axe?
engage in
I don't have an
both
axe.
sides of combat in order to really make progress.
Oh my god, I'm gonna eat. Oh, okay. I saved it.
It's so weird because I feel like we're getting the gameplay sound from Aaron's stream, but we're getting the voice chat from Matt's. Either that or else Aaron just talking a lot. Which seems to be the case.
Shut up, you fucking bitch. God.
We're seeing both of them kind of hit their walls at this point. Yeah, I'm finding that balance, and I gotta tell you, the gameplay up to this point was pretty great, but what you're seeing on both screens right now is the opposite of what you want in Sekiro. If you're fighting more than one person at a time, especially with one of them being like an actual mini-boss, you are not going to make it very long, or at least you're not going to make it very far. You have to kind of take your time to take out all the enemies one at a time, even when after you know how many enemies are in the area, even if you know what their weaknesses are. You got to do it separately, because you got to be able to have enough time to react to each individual action appropriately in order to make the best progress. I mean, there are ways around that if you have the right tools, but neither of them do. Let's hear what Aaron is saying.
This is terrible.
Aaron's doing some thinking.
Okay, so I guess I just have to hit circle.
Aaron is, I think he's looking up what's going on with the spearmins. So you'll see, looking at Matt's stream now.
Oh no! Oh my
every
god!
Every once in a while, that little red Japanese symbol will pop up above Matt's head. That means the enemy is doing an unblockable attack. So not only can you not parry it, you can't block it at all. And these come in there's like 2 or 3 different types of attacks that are unblockable. But the main point is you can't parry it, so you have to do something else. And I think Aaron is getting to the point where he's trying to look up what to do about the unblockable attacks. And I'm not going to tell them shit until they use a hint coin. Because they could have got that shit from the tutorial.
Oh yeah, triangle
switches. To my knowledge. So yeah, in the case of what Matt's doing, the guy he's fighting mostly uses an unblockable sweep attack, which has to be jumped in order to be avoided. And if you really know what you're doing, you can jump and kick, and you will not only avoid the attack, but you'll do a bunch of posture damage after double jumping off of them.
That's really lame that I've wasted all my fucking heals pressing wrong buttons.
Yeah, so right there, you saw Matt backed up, which is fine in the beginning when players don't know a whole lot about the game. That's generally what they do, is just avoid it entirely, which is just as good. But Matt doesn't seem like he's doing very good on the parries. The parries are not extra in this game like they are in a lot of other games of these types. Parries are just as offensive as they are defensive, but I think Matt is still thinking of them.
Well, I was messing up pressing the wrong buttons, and I ended up just using all my heals, trying to swap tools. But even once I finally was able to use a tool, it didn't help me.
No, okay.
I'm trying to fight that samurai guy. I'm guessing you killed him
I got
already?
scared because I thought my commentary was coming across to Matt and Aaron, but I think it was a coincidence that
it was like
Matt
literally
started talking
right
about the same thing as I was.
Like the very next area behind him. Like he was right outside the... Yeah, there's a bunch of people and a big guy. Yeah, he's kind of pissing me off. I kept falling for his sweeps.
Yeah, it was like perfectly timed.
Oh my
and I was like,
God.
oh shit.
Stop just fucking die. Just taking forever because they won't stop blocking.
Alright. Aaron is trying to use the flamethrower tool he picked up, or the flame blower, to get through these guys, but that's not going to work on these shield guys. He would have to go back and find the loaded axe back in the village behind him. And I don't know if I don't think he took the time. I'm pretty sure it's in the village. I could be wrong on that too. But I'm pretty sure. I don't want to... I think I hear him talking about using the axe. I don't even know if he already has it or not.
I thought this was a safe way.
He talked about using something. What's the progress for both at the moment as Infinity Triforce? It's kind of hard to say because they both hit their wall. So I'd say overall, Aaron is a hit on progress. But they're both stuck in what is going to be the real test that makes them learn some shit about this game. Let's put it that way. They both so happened to pick the paths that were suited to their gameplay style first, And then at the exact same time, pretty much, they swapped over to go the other way, and now they're both taking the path that would be harder for the way that they play the game. But that said, Aaron managed to get further on his path than Matt did. So to explain kind of like the overall is there's two big main paths in Sekiro. Generally, at least in this point in the game, in the beginning of the game. You can either go the daytime route, which is like the main route, which is what Matt's on right now, or you can go to through some magic shit. You go into the past, to the nighttime, which is where Aaron is. But you can do both of these pretty much from the get-go. Or at least at a certain point past the get-go. Okay, so Aaron might have accidentally figured out how to get past this. That wasn't an accident. Aaron has learned how to do the main, the Kokiri counter, I think it's called, which is the coolest shit in this fucking game. Where if somebody tries... So, where the samurai guy that Matt is fighting has an unblockable sweep attack, the spearman that Aaron is fighting has an unblockable poke. Or an unblockable thrust. But if you actually dodge towards the thrust while he's doing it, you stomp down on that shit, and you say fuck no, and you do a bunch of fucking posture damage, and it's cool as fuck. So that is pretty much, after you learn, Aaron's got that mastered, so he should make quick work of the spearman, if he learns to take care of the rest of the fucking people in the arena first before he starts fighting this shit.
Okay,
that's the main thing that's holding him back. But otherwise, he's got this parry down pat. Meanwhile, Matt up top is making some progress against the samurai guy. He's got him down halfway. He's still got an extra life. The other thing I should mention is both these guys get one resurrection per fight at least. In the bottom left, if you see their health bars, there's a little pink dot above their health bar. That lets you know how many resurrections they have left in this individual fight. You get one for free, and then you can earn a second one, which you can see on Matt's screen right now. It's the little circle that above his health bar that is partially filled. If he does enough, if he gets enough kills, then you get the ability to get an extra resurrection. So you can get up to 3 tries at the same fight. I'm going to put out the prediction that both these guys. Well, Matt took a death that I didn't expect. There's a good chance Aaron's going to get through his fight if he gets his other second guy taken care of. But see, he keeps getting distracted. So it's really hard to say which way this is going to go. But both of these fights are completely doable right now, especially Matt's with him one-on-one against the samurai guy, but Matt's just really got to get past the timing issues he's having. All right, Aaron used a bunch of shurikens to get rid of this other guy, which is a good thing, but those shurikens that Aaron keeps wasting are going to come back to bite him later on in the game, because Aaron likes the strategy of using shurikens to kind of just cheese his way through the end of a fight, which is okay, but that uses up his overall ammo, which goes to a lot of stuff that he's going to want that ammo for later. So, but if it gets him through this situation, which he's getting pretty close on, then it may have been worth it. Oh, that was so close. He did that too early, but he did it again. He caught it. Meanwhile, Matt up top takes a big L. This is a huge jump forward for Aaron, Logo CR.
I am not.
I'm gonna get on the chat to talk to these guys.
Well,
that was like the most exciting bit of commentary I've done this entire time, because both of you guys were in pretty much the exact same situation, and then Aaron triumphed at the exact same moment that Matt fucking ate it. And then Aaron triumphed at the exact same moment that Matt fucking ate it.
God damn it. This is just the worst.
That's just how we get out of here.
Alright.
Oh, God,
Yeah, I am not liking this area. And now I'm like rushing through everything because I'm mad, so this is not ideal. I need to just slow it down. Shut up, you little.
So Aaron's gonna get a little bit of a respite. He's got a little bit of a. He kind of got past that big wall.
It is, I think.
So he now gets a little.
Answered my question.
Oh shit! Aaron's got a question. Okay, let me see what he wants.
I wanted to use a coin to figure out where the axe was.
Sorry, I didn't hear your question because I can't hear you as well as I can hear Matt for reasons. But
what the fuck?
Can you repeat the question?
I didn't hear your question. I can hear you as well as I can hear Matt for reasons.
Oh, okay. I
wanted to
want to
use my
say,
coin to find where the
because I was saying on stream how you would use that and how you probably needed that.
Oh, okay.
I want to say it's in the village behind you.
Because I was saying on stream how you would use
In the same village where you found the flame weapon you got, or the shit for the flame weapon. It's in the same village. It's in a different part of that same village. I want to say that's where the axe is.
The flame weapon you got, or the shit for the flame weapon, it's in the same village. It's in a different part of that same village.
Okay.
I want to say that's where the axe is.
Okay, so Aaron's smartly using his last hint coin to get some valuable information. Although honestly at this point, I'm not entirely sure if that axe is going to come in handy. He already kind of got past the area that he would need it for kind of a lot. And at this point, he's going to head to an area where he's not going to need it, but it's nice to have. So we'll see. I mean, you don't want to give up a basic tool like that this early on, so it's probably good that he's putting in the effort to go back and get it, because like I said, it'd be one of those things he might go back for later anyway, but we'll see. He has the time to spare with Matt stuck on in the slot he is.
What the
By the way, speaking of, so another aspect of this game to explain it is these guys are both playing as the White Wolf. His name is not technically Sekiro. He is a nameless shinobi who's in charge of taking care of the kid from the beginning cutscene of this game. And he early on in the game, or in the tutorial, right after like the beginning cutscene, he lost his arm, and that arm has been replaced with a prosthetic arm that has a bunch of ninja tools installed in it. So Aaron was asking how can he go find the axe tool that I talked about earlier, and that will be installed on his prosthetic, and he can kind of use it to shoot out an axe out of his arm and just chop shit. Because right now he has the shurikens loaded, and those kind of shoot out of his arm right now, or he has the flamethrower, which he was using to shoot out of his arm. Let me double check on the location of that axe so I can make sure I didn't lie to Aaron. Sekiro axe location. There we go. Loaded axe location in Sekiro. Okay, yeah.
Oh my
I
God,
did not lie to him. It's exactly where I thought it was.
Please, just let me kill this thing.
Meanwhile, let's take a look. I'm gonna need to start paying attention to how Matt's doing. I just kind of automatically assumed not well. Because he's right. He kind of realized it himself, but
That didn't work at all.
He's in his own head. He's not really. He's too frustrated and trying to move. I think the competition has worked against Matt, in that Matt doesn't do well feeling under pressure, and a race is just going to make him feel. Because that, coupled with how competitive Matt is going to just compound against him to make him his own worst enemy. On the other hand, if he manages to break through, then he can kind of ride the wave of momentum in a way that I think will carry him past this a decent ways. It's just kind of like he gets all built up, and then he breaks through and he breezes for a while. Aaron is like a slow and steady progression in comparison, instead of some hard starts and stops.
Oh,
but like I said,
works.
Matt has some advantages. He knows these games. He knows. I mean, Aaron does too. But
What the fuck was that?
the parts of this game that carry over from Dark Souls is the exploration and the item knowledge. And
chat, Tristan, you might want to, or our chat. I
oh,
think you need to get rid of it.
what's he talking about?
Spider-Man?
Some random guy.
Oh, in our chat.
Some random guy named Spider something, or Spider Monkey or something.
He's asking me
He
to
put some link,
let me go
like wanna be
moderate.
famous or some shit.
Oh yeah, ban that dude. Get him the fuck out of here, Tristan.
Okay, I'm gonna have to pop into the chat to moderate, but I'll do it.
Okay, give me. I'm gonna have to pop into the chat to moderate, but I'll do it.
Fuck you! Just die! I hate you! Die, stabby, stabby, move, slice.
Bot account.
Prayer bead, thank you. Bye. I don't like you. My fucking time, man.
Posting scam links.
I have to
in
catch up to
chat.
Aaron. I don't have time to read. I must run.
And block.
Divine something. Confetti.
Done.
It's probably for a party. Read that. Turn back to the value of your life. You can't.
Did that go through?
Oh.
And
I just want to find this because I know it's going to be useful.
Okay. Alright, back to
I
the
guess I should
mainstream.
have asked a slightly different question. I should have asked if the axe was useful for me to get. Because if it was, then it would justify me spending time going to get it.
We're hearing Aaron now possibly realize the thing I said earlier on. Like, it's probably not worth it for him to go. Well, it depends. So if he finds the axe in a decent amount of time, pretty quickly, it will have been worth it. But the amount of worth for finding it goes down over time the longer it takes. It's like proportional. It's like a ratio.
It's not at the beginning. There has to be... I have to be missing it. There has to be somewhere else.
To be honest, it is not too hard to find. But we are kind of out of the hint coin zone where I don't feel comfortable telling you anything more to Aaron.
I'm guessing.
I should put in another quiz to.
What is that?
I should think of
What is
another
this?
quiz question to get these guys another pair of hint coins.
Hey, Aaron. Did you go to a cave?
Did I go to a cave?
Oh, Matt took another path.
Yeah.
This is gonna be interesting. That enemy that Matt is looking at is going to absolutely
It's a
fuck him
giant
up.
dark cave. Like it's dark as fuck in here. Like
No,
there's
then
an
I haven't
enemy
gone to
down
that
there.
cave.
Matt is
Okay,
dead.
I don't think I'm supposed to be in this cave.
Matt is gonna die.
Okay, this is definitely a boss. Oh my god, I am getting fucked. I don't know what's happening. I'm just dying. Like, it didn't even, like, it just shot some stuff at me. I'm dead.
I don't think he's going to be able to get out of this situation, actually. I think Matt's just dead. He might, literally, this boss may stick his hand up his anus and pull it out. That is what
I can't move at all.
the cave
Okay,
boss does.
yeah, I'm not supposed to be here.
It is
I am not supposed to
based
be
on
at
a
all.
Japanese spirit that sticks its hand up your asshole and pulls it out from the inside. But luckily, he did not die that way, so he didn't have to see that.
Fuck was that?
Back to thinking about
I don't know where it is. I'm gonna give up on it. If I find it, I find it.
Aaron decided to
I'm
call
just gonna keep going.
the search for the axe, which is
So
probably
you're at
for
the
the best.
estate, I assume.
Yes.
Okay, so now both of them are going into the same area, but even then, Aaron is further along in the nighttime area, or the nighttime path than Matt is. So
Tristan said you, or I think you saw the snake guy, right? The big snake. I didn't see that, so I didn't go the correct way.
When I saw the snake, that's when I was like, oh, I don't know if I should eat it.
Okay.
And so that's when
I ended up finding a cave, but
two ways we could go. Like they were both fine.
yeah, I didn't look super hard though, but I didn't see the snake immediately after.
I'm kind
I
of
think I went the wrong way.
just letting the guys talk so you guys can.
Because I
hear it.
ended up in a boss fight, like in a dark cave, and I didn't do nothing.
What can I ask these guys in order to
I just came back just
get these
because I
guys?
don't want to deal with that other
I like
shit.
rewarding when they're paying attention to the details. I probably have a quiz
I
question
do
for
not
them.
have.
I could ask them what the name of the guy is who is in charge of upgrading their arm. His name is the Sculptor. They might not actually know that though, but that makes it a fair question. I have to come up with a way for them to answer. Well, they have phones.
Oh my god, whoa, okay. Oh my god.
I'm
okay,
going
I forgot
to
that these things are
type
just
it
annoying as
in
fuck.
Facebook chat.
Okay, die. Also, I think I got some healing that I did not...
Or should I put it in the... Maybe I can put it in the... No, it's a voice chat, so I can't chat.
Are you kidding me?
Sekiro race. Okay, actually, I'm gonna do this over Facebook.
Oh my god, I didn't do that at all. Just die.
Oh. That's where it was.
Oh my god.
What's the name of the guy that
Stop
upgrades
this
your
shit.
arm?
Jesus. Hey, watch me just run right past, because I'm a pro gamer.
Alright.
Oh, wait.
There is a coin quiz waiting for you
I'm not
in
supposed to be here.
the boys' Facebook chat. If you guys want to try to earn a
there is a coin quiz waiting for you in the boys' Facebook chat.
Alright,
Just want to try to earn a coin.
Oh,
What's the name of the guy that upgrades your arm?
I really don't pay attention.
The good thing about this question is they can, I mean, if they want to take the time to go back and find out, then I'll allow it. I never said there was a, whatchamacallit, I never said there was a time limit. So if they die and they happen to go back to the guy and then they're like, oh, that's his name, I'll totally give them the credit.
What the fuck? Who's this?
Oh, okay, so Aaron accidentally ran into the area of a ninja enemy, the first ninja enemy in the game, if you go this way. They're not mini bosses, but they are definitely a skill check. They are definitely a lot tougher than the rest of the dudes you run into in this area. They have a number of unblockable moves of a couple of different types.
Oh, okay, I didn't see you had one cocked in the barrel. Okay, stop it, stop it.
This one is actually purely optional, though. This ninja guy fight, but there is a reward for beating it worthy inside after you beat him. I think it's a pretty decent reward. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's worth. But you definitely do not have to come this way in order to make progress forward. Again, that applies to Aaron's stream.
God damn it.
Matt's kind of in the same area, but in the other direction.
Okay, stop it. I'm doing terribly.
I think Aaron picked up on going back to get the answer. Yeah, that's my bae.
It's not Dark Souls, Matt. Stop it.
I just have to keep going.
It's not Dark Souls. Stop playing it like Dark Souls. Oh, maybe it is Dark Souls.
That's my bae, smart as fuck.
I thought he actually had an actual name.
That's my bae, smart as fuck.
What, he went back and talked to him?
Yeah. I guess my
I'm just
question is
guessing.
how do I get like the
I was thinking about doing that, but I was like in the middle of the shit.
yeah. I guess my question right now is how do I, because I don't want him to die, and I know he can totally die if I don't do it. So how do I do the dragon route stuff? I saw like it said it, but I just haven't seen anything there so far.
Okay. Hold on.
I remember this place. This is.
Can you hear me okay, Aaron?
I can't hear you right now. I hear you just right now.
Okay, no, that's perfect. Cause like I
Can you
want
hear me okay?
I can actually
Yeah.
mute Matt, so he can't hear me. Give you the answer. So you wanted
Okay.
you
No,
wanted
that's perfect.
the answer to like how the Dragon Rot stuff works.
Mute Matt, so I can't. You guys can't give me that.
Okay.
So you wanted to like.
You
how the
don't
Dragon Rot
have
stuff
to
works?
worry
how do I
about
do
them
it?
I can hear you, by
dying.
the way.
Matt can hear you. Matt can hear you.
Why can Matt hear me?
You don't have to worry.
Tell Tristan I can hear
Matt,
him.
Matt can hear you. Matt can hear you.
Oh, yeah, it's probably I can't hear him. Okay, it's a
I guess
one-way
you
mute.
can't hear him.
Okay, I'll shoot it to you in Messenger.
Oh, yeah, it's probably I can't hear him. Okay, it's a one-way mute. Okay, I'll shoot it to you in Messenger.
Okay. This is actually probably a lot more fun than just me playing the game by myself.
It kind of keeps us playing it.
Because it makes me not want to stop. Because I'm like, okay, well, I'm so like I gotta keep going.
I'll explain to the commentary audience in a second.
Well, I guess
too.
I'm not. I feel like we've beaten the same amount of things. You just did it sooner.
Yeah, I think I'm just at a point where I'm just trying to I'm trying to make the game easier now. It's not like we're that far into the game anyway.
I don't think we've actually beaten a boss.
Not a traditional one, I don't think.
Yeah, just the little mini ones.
Okay. So I essentially don't need to. Okay, well, yeah. Let me finish. Okay. So at least for now, I can pretty much just like not worry about it then.
Okay. So what Aaron was asking about is he knows. So this game, as you can see, lets you die a lot, and it expects you to die a lot. But as a consequence, instead of having you lose all your souls like you do in Dark Souls games, like if you don't make it back to a blood spot or whatever, the death penalty is actually pretty small. You lose half of your money in your bag currently on you, and you lose any experience that you were built up towards your next experience point, but that's it. So like if you're about to fill up your experience bar all the way, you lose, I don't even think you lose all of it, you lose some of that experience and you have to get that back. But otherwise it's not a huge deal. But the other thing is, as you die more in Sekiro, this disease called
What's
Dragon
the thing on
Rot
the paper?
Yeah.
moves out to the
Yeah,
NPCs
that's
in
where
your
I
world.
went
So
to the
like the
cave.
quest givers and the shopkeepers, they get
Well,
sick
once I
the
got in
more
the cave,
times you die,
I guess there's not-
like
there's also
all
not
the
a
way
for
in
me to
Sekiro.
go
And Aaron had the concern that if he let them stay sick, then they would actually die and he wouldn't be able to use them anymore, which I told him wasn't necessarily a concern. You'd have to die a lot and ignore them
Oh
for
my
a
God,
long
I
time
Fell off
for
the
that to
shit.
even be a problem, I believe. So I pretty much just let him know that, but he used his hint coin to kind of ask that question.
fucking ghost.
So now Aaron is making his way to where Matt did, and then he did the smart thing and was like, nah, fuck that. Instead of being like, I'm just going to jump down there and just wing it.
Okay, so there was a way for me to get back.
Meanwhile, Matt has
Holy
actually
shit.
made
That was a
progress
pretty
in
cool
the nighttime path. More progress than Aaron did, because Aaron, I think, hit that ninja.
But like the snake way.
God damn it.
Hit the ninja, and then
just like a valid path.
he thought that,
You said the snake way is what?
they're talking with each other. Let's hear what they're saying.
I went originally, like that was still like a valid path.
Yeah, where the snake was?
Yeah.
I just didn't see it. I went the wrong way.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
yeah,
there's,
but then because you can go like to the past or whatever, it makes it at least it made me feel like I was going the wrong way. But that is like, I guess that is like
Motherfuckers.
the actual way to go.
Yeah.
So
I guess it wants you to go to the past.
the thing is, Matt's coming up against. So he's got to get past these dudes along this path, and then he'll be coming up against pretty much the last
I
mini
know what that
boss
happened.
he can fight in the past
Let's
at
finish
this
this.
point.
Come on, let's go.
So you have to come
Finish
this
this
way
bro.
eventually in order to get a certain item.
Okay, I guess I should just go this way.
But really, the most of your
So you're
progress
going
can be
by the
made
snake again?
in the current day where Aaron is. But it's good to get this out of the way too. These are both just kind of like two valid things you can do at the same
'Cause
time.
I feel like the game wants you to go through the Hirata estate.
Ah, god damn it! Fuck! I was trying to
I'm gonna go
hide.
back Snake Path and see if that's like gonna be okay. Yeah, cause I'm like I could go through the Hirata estate, which I think is the way it wants you to go. But maybe I just need to like not go.
So running across this rooftop is pretty much what I do whenever I want to get past this area where I already know where I'm going. But I don't feel like Matt knows where he's going and to be skipping this yet. Plus he's missing some items in the houses that he's running across. But his end goal is across this lake right there in front of him. Okay, I think Matt remembers. Dude, that's why you don't just run past enemies.
Oh, you're a guy. Doing well.
I
Oh my
think
god!
that
They don't care that I'm talking to you.
yeah, I don't know if Matt knows this area
Ah,
or
they
not,
still don't
but it's
care
good
that
that
I'm
he
talking.
found that dude who can help him fight the last mini-boss. But there's also like 6 dudes around the mini-boss that you need to kill first. There's a big fat dude,
Oh my god.
Juzo
I
the
can't see
Drunkard,
shit.
who's about to step out. Yeah, there he is. He's the big guy in the back. He's the last mini-boss that they could probably fight at this point
Okay.
in the
Alright,
past.
alright.
And Matt is not going to get past
There's
this
a
fight.
lot of things here. I don't like any of
Meanwhile, Aaron is making progress again towards the first actual, what I'd
Fight
call significant
this.
boss
Can I
fight.
grapple on anything?
Actually, like you've seen these guys go through a couple of
my
mini
God.
bosses at this point, but neither of them have beaten what I truly
Bang.
call one of the bosses. Well, and actually, now that I think about it, the thing that makes the bosses different is once you beat them, a couple of things happen. Like a couple of big things happen towards the progression of your character that makes them differentiated from the mini bosses that they've fought so far. So, but I mean, Aaron is very close to the first boss at the end of this area that he's currently in. There's
There's so
there's
many-
only
okay.
one big boss
There's too many
in the
fucking
area
enemies in this
that
game.
Matt is in, and that's not until after you get. It's pretty much the boss of the area, and then you're done. At least
This
in this
is
early
kind of
part of the game.
wild.
I think I'm gonna give them both the general
Okay,
tip.
calm down. Everyone leave me
of,
alone. I'm fighting one
Hey,
person.
you're still playing a Dark
3
Souls
people.
game. Don't fucking rush it. Okay, let me tell them that.
That's not fair. I was in. I didn't have time. Okay, alright.
Okay, friends,
I gotta-
because this is a race, I thought I should like jump in and just remind that you are still playing a Dark Soulsian game.
Okay, friends.
So don't just run at idiots.
Just remind you that you are still playing a Dark Soulsian game.
Oh yeah, I know.
Run at idiots.
No, I know. I've said I've been running and it's stupid.
Yeah, I've been trying not to, but
I will say.
Well, I'm just saying, it
kind
seems
of
like you wouldn't
unavoidable
be
in
making
some-
the same choices
Well, not
if it wasn't a
unavoidable.
race. So that's
But
the
it's
only thing
harder
that I'm
to
just like
to avoid.
re-mentioning.
Well, I'm gonna say it seems like you wouldn't be making the same choices if it wasn't a race. So that's the only thing that I'm just like
Yeah.
re-mentioning.
Yeah, and I keep like sometimes I just fall or fuck up.
Okay.
I like that word, Dark Soulsian. Maybe I can just ignore them.
Some people play their own video games for their pastime, but people like me, we just talk over other people playing video games. That's
Okay, that
just
hurt.
the way this works. And I don't even
Okay,
get paid.
now I gotta
This
hurt
is
myself.
bullshit. Okay, so it seems like they both made the choice to go for the exact same situation, but as you can see from Aaron's
Okay, thank you.
demonstration
Okay,
of
that's
the
what I thought.
parry
Okay.
there,
I thought he was gonna help me.
I think Aaron is taking this
Because
in
I'm
stride a
like, I
little bit
can't
better.
do anything by myself.
We'll see what Aaron does when he gets to the front door situation that Matt is dealing with. When I was playing this,
This game is a
I
complete asshole.
did the annoying thing of sneaking up on all these dudes at the door and killing all of them from behind first,
I hit L1. What the?
and then
I
taking
was
care
already
of the
stunned.
drunk guy last, like the boss last.
Oh wow.
Or I don't even think I
should've
didn't kill most of them, but I killed some of them at least stealth-wise.
I need the axe for them. That's what. Okay.
See, that's what I had said.
That-
I was
that
like,
is-
Are you talking about the shield guys?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I was trying to figure out where it was.
Because I'm like, this is a
useful.
fucking annoying piece of shit.
Yeah, they're both talking about how they want the axe at this
I
point.
looked around a lot, but I just.
To be honest,
Oh
the
my
shield guys in this
God.
area are actually better taken care of by sneaking behind them more than the axe, because
They
the
get
axe is
free
too
hits,
big and
like,
slow.
if they hit me the first time.
For the group
And that's
that
fair and all,
these
but
enemies are,
it's annoying.
but we'll see what happens. Like Aaron's on taking the left path here at this area, which I think is good for
Stop it.
being
Stop it.
able to sneak up and do some good shit. But we'll see if they actually. We'll see if he
That guy
actually
die.
does that, or he
Guy that
just
was
kind of
helping me,
runs
he
in.
died.
Somebody
I
was
feel like he
talking-
died.
Oh no, I know who you're talking about.
Okay, they immediately saw him, but he's not. Okay, yeah, now here we go. Oh, this is bad. You can take care of at least one of the shield guys with a stealth kill before
Yeah,
the
just-
whole
just-
group
just-
sees
just
you,
Kill me. Fuck it. I don't know.
which is good because there's only two of the shield guys, I believe. But there's also the fucking arrow guys to take care of in this area that is pretty tough, and you can kind of get rid of all those in one fell swoop if you're quick about it. They're trying to talk to this other good samurai guy who helps you out in this fight. Is what you see. Keep them seeing them go back towards the swamp, and they talk to a dude. There's an NPC who helps you with this fight, but he can only do so much. He's not really a damage dealer. He's mostly good for distracting the group, which is good, and that might be the better way to go
You're
about
annoying.
this
Just keep
for speed running racing purposes, but they're not doing this in the way they need to in order to be able to fight this big drunk guy one-on-one, which is really the answer. If you can't fight any of the enemies in Sekiro one-on-one, then it's going to come back and burn you. There's nobody in Sekiro that you fight once. It is a game that expects you to learn patterns and recognition. Otherwise, you're going to have to keep using tricks the whole way through, and I don't think the game gives you enough to pull that off. But we'll see. He managed to get the first hit on the big drunk guy. These shield guys are not really doing too much to him, and the other samurai guy is doing well to distract. But we'll see how long that lasts.
What am I? Why am I? What am I doing here? This
I think
this is not ideal.
Aaron used an item he didn't mean to. Yeah, I think
Alright, let me get
but
this.
it shouldn't hurt. So one of the things is I want to say that the flamethrower that Aaron was using earlier is actually good against this guy. I think he's weak against fire. Also, he can't stand too close to the drunk guy for too long, I think, or else you get poisoned. He has a poison aura around him, but it's you have to be pretty much right on top of him. And I think it's specifically after like he does a certain he blows drunk breath around him. Aaron's getting in some good hits here, and Aaron still has a life left, an extra life left if he gets taken down. So there's a chance that Aaron can pull this off. He's all right. He's not poisoned yet. Okay, he didn't get out of that poison cloud in time, so that poison took him down. He should be able to come back though without the poison. Yes, but he's got only half a life bar
Triple
left.
assassin.
Okay, he's gonna try to see if he can get this other guy free. Neither of them are really using as much leveling up and skill points as they should be
Yeah,
using
my
at this
guy.
point. Aaron is sitting on 5 of them. Oh my God! And even that, that's an upset for Aaron's progress.
Did you fucking see that? Tristan, I'm pissed. Stuck there fighting those guys for literally forever.
I saw that. I feel your pain.
It would have been okay.
But
I
get
saw
good.
that. I feel your pain. Get good.
Fucking me. Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
I will say that both of you are sitting on unused skill points for whatever reason.
I will say that both of you are sitting on unused skill points for whatever reason.
I think I used one.
I didn't think I was. Oh.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, I am.
The last time I went, one of the last times I went,
Well, hold
I
on.
used them all, so I thought I didn't have any.
Oh, you have to do it at the thing, right? Oh shit, I'm not even trying to do it. But I think I did it for me.
Yeah, but I guess I've just.
Yeah, I don't.
got
Wait.
more.
Oh wait, or is it that blue bar? Is that what it is?
Who knows?
Oh.
Who knows? Says Aaron. Yes, it is the blue bar, is what I was referring to. Which I am not telling them anymore because I've already been too nice telling them about the skill points.
Yeah, and I don't know how to Sekiro.
So now Aaron is making his
Oh my
progress
God,
through the
just
skill
let that
tree,
happen.
and I think that should be a little bit of help because they need to be using those skill points towards some stuff that'll make things easier for them.
This guy's just drinking his liquor. Whoa, that did not do what I wanted to do.
I want to say the most
my God.
important, one of the most important skills I
That's
think that is in this
Not
tree
what I want to
is
happen
there's
at all.
actually a
That's awful.
there's actually a skill that just straight up gives you back health whenever you do a finishing blow on any enemy, and that shit is.
Oh, okay, this is.
I
just
think that's the one that Aaron is
This is-
looking.
That's what I want.
Yeah, so Aaron's looking at the one he wants. The
Oh,
Breath of Life
I
Light.
pressed a Sekiro. I mean, a Ghost of Tsushima.
So that will give you a health boost whenever you kill somebody with a death blow, not just like
yeah, I was like,
random hits,
time
but
for my super move. I'm like, wait, oh, that does not do that at all.
that should help both these guys out a lot.
Yeah, just fucking kill me.
We'll see if Matt figures out how to use the 3 skill points he has. Aaron was sitting on 5, so that's a significant amount. Okay, now Matt's going in and take a look at what he can do. Matt should probably be spreading out to open up as much of the tree as he can first before he kind of worries about going down any single branch. He's got 3 points. I would say he should open up the second half of the tree so he can see all the, pay more attention to the variety of stuff that he could use for the way he plays.
And I'm just gonna ask, what does this thing do exactly? I'm covering it up with my stream camera.
Matt, you don't have a hint coin.
It increases the maximum number of.
You don't have
I mean, number of some number of. Oh, I guess emblem. Whatever. Wait, how did Aaron get one? I killed him. No, I'm talking about when you fought that guy. You got. I guess it's the way you killed him.
Maybe because I did something fucking epic.
Aaron killed like a pretty tough boss on his first try without knowing what the fuck he was doing. It was pretty great.
Aaron killed like a pretty tough boss on his first try without knowing what the fuck he was doing.
That's fair.
I'm G as fuck.
Oh my god! Kill me. Just have your way with me. Just go ahead. Slicey dicey.
I will say that my quiz questions don't have expiration time.
I will say that my quiz questions don't have
You're kind of lucky.
I heard him. It was to me. The quiz question doesn't have expirations.
Okay. I thought it was like whoever got
Meaning
it
I
first
can-
come, first served.
Meaning I can go fucking figure out who the fuck that guy is right now. You mother...
Can I answer the quiz
Stop
question
it.
again?
I need to know this.
So what I should do...
Alright.
Holy ground.
What am I talking? Oh. Hi. His name is Sculptor.
Facebook chat.
Was I correct?
Facebook chat.
Ah, damn.
What the heck?
I don't. A new message. So I guess I'm wrong.
No, you have to send me the answer directly in Facebook.
I don't see any new Facebook.
I know, but I have to make it fair because he had to take the time to type it in.
Oh. Well, Aaron already got it, so that's why I said it.
That is correct. Now ask your question, and I'll answer it through the chat,
I typed it.
if you have one.
But that is accurate.
That is correct. Now ask your question.
Okay, you now have one. You have one hint
Alright.
coin.
Hold on, I'm gonna save it for the right time.
You now have one. You have one.
Alright, one.
I need this axe because fighting Chaz is not fun.
It seems like me and Aaron both need that answered.
Because I asked where it was. But like I still need it. I just still need it.
well, I guess you don't want to tell me where he told you. Which I understand. Hold on, let me change my audio. Little. The game's kind of loud. Okay.
It probably would be easy.
I'm trying to let the guys talking come across the stream, so I'm not commentating too much at this point.
We're in the same boat. It looks like.
Because at least the last time that I beat this guy, I didn't have to worry about, or I didn't have, like he died, like the other guy died, but I had the axe, so I could kill the shield guys like immediately. But now I don't have it, so it's kind of just being annoying right now.
Okay,
Maybe I have to go back one step. Because I checked the village and I didn't see anything.
He said it was in a house.
So it's not where Matt currently is. It is behind the wall, behind Matt, is where the axe is.
This is from the beginning.
Let's see if
I think it's on
Aaron
the
gets a little bit
second level.
closer.
I don't think it's here yet. I think it's after I've got this far.
I think you do have to kill like a pair of thieves or something
Oh shit.
in order to get into the house where the axe
Actually,
is,
wait, hold
but
on.
I can't remember for sure.
Let me try and think.
Okay, so
Actually, I think I was both the same distance away from where it might have been.
So Matt is across the way from it. So that door that Matt is looking at right now, inside that area is where the axe is.
This.
Okay, so yeah, Matt would need to jump across like he's doing, and then on the
Gotta be in.
there is a is this the wrong place? This doesn't look like what I expected it to. I think that's the one. I think that one behind him is it. I could be wrong. I need to see the village from up top, but I thought that's where it was. I'm pretty sure it's... No. Okay, no, that's it. Where Aaron is. Aaron, in that little shack right there is where the axe, I'm pretty sure, is. So let's see if Aaron can get past these guys to get to it. Hopefully he tries to open up there. There's a thing there for him to click on. But he may not be able to see it because of this stupid pink thing. Okay. Yeah, he got it. Yeah, it's in there. Yeah, Aaron got it. And I was right about where it was. I'm happy. I need to change this so my TV's not gonna freak out. Okay, there we go. Can I make this full screen? Why is it in your chat right now anyway?
Okay, rolling is dumb.
Nah, this is fine. Nah, this is fine.
As I say that, I roll and be dumb again.
Now I don't have to worry about this anymore.
I feel like Aaron is overestimating how much the axe is going to help him with the specific situation he's trying to get past, but at the same time, it's better than not having it. But we'll see if he can use it to his advantage. Meanwhile, Matt is still scouring the same village for that axe.
So that means I've done something correct, I guess. How about this?
I'm going to also mention that I don't know if there's an option to do it or not, but if there's an option to get rid of the pink glowies, then I would try to find that and turn that shit off.
That I don't know if there's an option to do it or not, but if there's an option to get rid of the pink glowies, then I would try to find that and turn
but either way, I feel like it hides
really want
pickups
Maybe
sometimes.
because we're in online mode.
Yeah, but either way,
Game
I feel like it hides pickups sometimes.
Launch settings off. I'll say offline mode, I guess. I might have to like actually go offline. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because it's just
I'll
been in
deal
the
with
way,
it for
honestly.
now. But
Okay.
Let me double check these.
hey, what's that? Shit.
It's hard to do good commentary without
That doesn't do what I
without an active chat. Not that I'm blaming the one that's in the chat, but it's also like, well, I can't really get people interested to come watch two other people they don't know anything about, even if they know me,
oils.
for a game that they know nothing about. It's a shame, but yeah, it's a fun time, and we'll have it recorded. I think these two will have a lot of fun watching this footage back with the commentary over it. So I think it's still worth it. It's a good night. Normally this is a night I would go to the bar, but I'm enjoying this much more at the moment. So friends are
Okay,
good.
they have shield guys there, so that means I have missed. I've missed what I need. Okay, I already talked to all these people. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Oh shit.
I feel like Matt is not going to benefit from having the axe even more than Aaron, because his fundamental issues go past having the tools he needs to do a thing.
Is there a way to turn off remnants?
If you're on offline mode, it should just be off. So if you go back to the main
Well,
menu,
yeah. Well, I have to go to the main menu.
I think once you start the game and online, it'll be there until you go back offline.
Well, did you go off?
I mean, you go back to the main menu. I mean, yeah, I haven't done it yet. It's not bothering me enough to do it right this
Well, I
second.
just want it to be on.
I will do it though.
Yeah, I'll take the hit right now. That's fine. I think I can afford it.
Aaron just popped back into the game.
Is
I think he had to go to the settings at the main menu before in order to turn off offline mode. But we'll see.
Okay, yeah, they're gone.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. He changed the setting and then
one
went back to main menu and
I
came
wanna
back
make
in.
sure
Okay, good.
good.
Yeah, that fucking the pink smoke stuff was not there
Can't be anywhere here.
when I started or when I played through this game. That's something they added in a later patch, which is like the blood stains in the rest of the Dark Souls series, where you can see somebody who died in that spot. The other thing that's important to note here is you see Aaron using a lot of his shurikens on these smaller guys without knowing that his fucking axe costs the same ammo he's using to throw those shurikens. So now he is not going to be able to use his axe as much when he gets to that final fight if he keeps using up those shurikens. It's hard to see on my stream in particular because the numbers get a little bit hard to read, but in the very, very, very bottom right of each of their screens, there's a little cross with a number by it. That's their spirit emblem total, and your spirit emblems are pretty much your universal ammo for all of your ninja shit. So if you're going to throw a shuriken, that costs a spirit emblem. If you're going to use your flamethrower, that costs some spirit emblems. So Aaron is now using his shurikens left and right. I mean, he just got a bunch more, and I don't know if he did that on purpose. I don't know if he went back to that to the idol to get back his health, or if he did it to get back more of those more of that ammo. But he did get back up to his max, which is 16. So we'll see if he doesn't use his shurikens in the beginning of the fight to get rid of a bunch of dudes, then he'll be able to use his axe. I want to say the axe costs like 3 or 4 emblems per use. So for what he's trying to do, he's going to need it to have at least 8, and that's if he doesn't miss. So we're going to find out how this goes. But it seems like he hasn't used the shurikens yet, so maybe he'll be fine. Meanwhile, Matt is still scouring the village for the axe in the first place. I think he just passed up the section of the village that has it. Okay, so the axe only costs 2 spirit emblems, and he immediately made good use of it. So that was worth it. Although he's not out of the oven, the kitchen yet, the pot pan, the hot thing yet. I'm tired.
I want to waste that hit on something like that.
Wait, Matt already has the axe. Matt already had the axe this whole time, and he has to go back to the sculptor in order to actually fucking get it put into his arm. That's all he has to do. He already found it. In a shocking twist of stupidity. Well, it's not really stupidity, but it is a shocking twist of read your shit. But, yeah, Matt already has it. Thank you, chat. He's not out of the frying pan yet. This is Aaron's best bet at beating this boss. He managed to get him alive alone. It's not the 100% best situation because his NPC friend, the nice samurai, has already died. You can get through this fight while he's still alive, and he makes this fight a lot easier. But Aaron's probably going to be able to pull this off now that he got everybody else, all the little guys, dead with the new axe that he had put in. I don't know if Matt went back to get the axe put in. I don't think he did, so I don't think he understands what his relationship to the sculptor is, like Aaron does. So again, Aaron is showing some heavy advantages here. And we'll see. Aaron keeps using an item. There's candies in the game that give you some buffs. I think the one that Aaron just used gives him a attack buff, so he's doing more damage. No, the blue one I think is actually a defense buff, so he may take less damage. Oh, he used the axe there in a fight, but actually axe is not really great for damage, not gonna lie. It breaks shields, but then after that, it's not that great for damage.
No, I was asking you, but I had never used.
All right, Matt is going back now to have his axe put in, because I think he's finally figured out how to get that done. All right, so there Aaron uses a smoke grenade or a pile of ash to blind the enemy. Matt going through this game like a casual. I would give Matt more credit than that. But he is definitely at a disadvantage. We'll see if he gets past that later on in the playthrough. But Aaron has taken a huge lead in general. Because even after this whole nighttime boss that they're both working on, or mini bosses they're both working on, Aaron has gotten past a lot more of the daytime stuff than Matt. So we'll see. Although Matt pretty much just has to get past a giant snake and then he'll be caught up to Aaron. But then Matt also has to come back and beat this guy that Aaron's about to beat. Even though Aaron got poisoned and he's dead, he should come back with half health and be able to use an item to get back some of that. It looks like Aaron doesn't have a health item, so he's just got to use the rest of this to beat him. He's got more ash, though, to blind the enemy. Oh, one hit. Disappointment. Aaron goes down. He was in the perfect place to take the lead permanently and probably not be caught up to anytime soon, but it just out of his grasp. Right there, one big swing kills his momentum.
Okay.
They both said okay one right after another. But they both said it for completely different reasons. That's going to be a big demoralizing blow to Aaron. Because he got so close after doing so much work.
Why do I always go that way?
But it seems like he's the fact that we're in a race, I think, is going to be the main thing that Aaron benefits from. The race is going to work against Matt, and it's going to be in Aaron's favor because, like he said, it's going to give him more perseverance instead of just being like, well, I need a break, or I need to put this down. Aaron's going to soldier through, and Sekiro rewards that. The more you beat your head against the wall slowly comes down. But if you leave that wall behind for a bit, the wall builds itself back up over time in terms of psychology. So you just got to kind of, when you get to real close like that in Sekiro, you got to go right back in and get close again. And then you push that a little bit further with what you know. The thing is, the other thing is, though, that on this boss, I think this drunkard in particular is particularly susceptible to being taken out by posture instead of health. But these guys aren't really learning his pattern to try to parry him at all. They're both trying to go for the health kill. Okay, so Aaron's going in with some more shurikens, which I don't think is the way that this needs to be done. We'll see if he still hasn't realized that his axe takes ammo. Meanwhile, same thing for Matt going into this fight. Matt's got 6 ammo going in. All right, Aaron's going in early, so now he'll have the ammo he needs in order to pull this off. One big axe to that guy, and another. Uh-oh, they get some attacks in first. Aaron managed to get the other axe down. That's good. So now both the shield guys are down. In Matt's fight up top, he seems to be in a similar situation. I don't think he didn't use the axe yet to do his thing, and he's in a situation where now he's made it tough to get to those shield guys without having to go through a bunch. He got one guy on his own, takes out that shield guy, And then he's got one more shield guy on the other side to take out, and he missed. Oh, nope, he tracked, so he managed to get that one as well. So now both of them have their shield issues taken care of. So now, right now, we're in the thick of it. We're going to see right here, right next to each other, even though these two different Sekiro warriors have taken different paths to get here, they have re-coalesced on the same boss fight at the exact same time with the exact same tools and the exact same knowledge. And we are going to see right here, right now, exactly who comes out on top when the chips are down. Right now, Aaron's got the lead because he's got 2 resurrections. If he goes down, he has 2 times he can come back in this fight to finish it. But Matt is only dealing with just 1 more resurrection, and then he'll be out for the count. So, oh, that's 1 big hit from Matt, and now he's down. He's only got this last little bit of life to deal with. Meanwhile, Aaron is going in for his first few hits on the enemy, and Aaron still has his buddy alive. Aaron's looking like he's in a much better position to take this. Yep, Matt goes down. So now Aaron's got to see if he can finally cross this wall that's standing in front of him, and his name is Juzo. Juzo is distracted, poisoning the NPC. Aaron uses that to get some free hits in. But man, if Aaron keeps going for this health hit, it's going to be a lot rougher for him. But he's doing it. He's got close last time, so I can't fault him for it. And now his friend, his swordsman buddy, got in a free hit for him. Now they're both just going to town, but Aaron's going to not be able to enjoy that luxury much more, but he uses it to get 1 death blow in. He needs to get 1 more death blow, but he's doing this one on his own, but he does have full health, and he has 2 resurrections. He's in a really great spot. But as we saw last time, it only takes 1 good swing in order to change the tides with this boss. And with that grab, that might be 1 health. Yep, that's 1 life from Aaron. And Juzo the Drunkard declares victory a little bit too early, and Aaron is now able to resurrect. So here we go for round 2. Aaron cannot use that resurrection within this same fight, though. I forgot about that extra kind of thing. So actually, Aaron only has this life to live with, and meanwhile, Juzo has 1 more death blow to get. Aaron, oh no, this is quickly going south for Aaron. 1 more blow, and Aaron's going down. He really needs to take this opportunity to heal, but he doesn't, and Juzo gets the last hit. Oh, just demoralizing. I really think Aaron should have taken the time there to back off and heal, but he was too deep in. So I think there's an item that allows you to use both of your resurrects in the same fight, but I could be wrong on that.
Strategy.
Meanwhile, Matt has already gotten back to the fight again, so Matt's going in to try again. Both of these fighters have the option of going back to the daytime route and making more progress there if they really don't want to deal with this boss.
Oh, I forgot I have that.
That comes with the benefit of if they go and beat more of
the
the single or the daytime path, they can earn more skill points and an attack buff, a permanent attack buff from beating the boss during the day. The actual boss during the day gives you a buff to health and a buff to attack. So they'd be able to come back to this fight and it would be a little bit easier for them. But I think both of them have decided that this is the way forward for them because they don't know exactly where they're going in the daytime path. So we'll see how we're going, how it goes. So Matt's going in again to try his own his next try at Juzo, but the problem is he's not doing as well against the enemies, the smaller enemies around Juzo. Oh, and that's another big blow to Matt.
Now I gotta come in with the schmick.
Oh my god! Are you serious? That's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
I'm thinking about maybe giving these guys another quiz question. I think I'm just gonna ask them what's the name of the boss. I might make it even easier and be like, what's the last letter in the name of the drunk boss? Might be what I asked them. Because they can probably remember the first letter, but I bet they don't remember the full name. Okay. So let me mute this other chat that's happening. Both of them are having a rough time of it at this point. I think Matt. Okay, Matt actually got to a good point. The key to this fight is getting one-on-one with the mini boss Juzo as fast as possible. Neither of them are excelling at that, I would say, but they are doing it. They're doing okay. But let me give them this this question.
Shit!
What's the last letter in the name of the drunkard?
Why is he not doing anything? Oh my god, do something, you asshole. I fucking... This guy is awful. Oh, now you want to fight. That's beautiful. Fucking beautiful.
I couldn't get the goddamn...
Alright, let me tell the guys I gave them another...
The shields. And it just hit everybody else.
Coin quiz in the chat.
I got a message.
Coin quiz in the chat.
Ah.
What is the last letter in the name of the drunkard mini boss? Well, I guess I'll find out in 2 seconds.
I was about to just, like, capture my last
That's fine. That probably be quicker.
But no, I don't want to interrupt. I'm about to fight him anyways. He said there's no time limit on the stuff anyway.
I think this is a good question to ask because it would have rewarded if they had remembered off the top of their head, and now that they don't, it makes it into a race for them to get to the boss and get that information again, which I think will help them. It helps when you are getting frustrated to have a distraction, and that's more of what I'm trying to use the quiz questions for in moments like this when it feels like there's just like no hope.
I can kill the shields. I can kill the shields without being noticed.
When you feel like there's no hope and you feel like you're not making any progress,
You're like,
sometimes you need like something like this to give you a little bit of a push of hope. So it's like, oh well, let me go in and pay attention to this, and now it makes them completely forget how frustrated they were a second ago. So I think it helps out more than the hint itself is just having something else to think about.
This isn't what I wanted to happen at all. This isn't what I wanted to happen.
Aaron put it in the wrong chat.
It wasn't worth it.
I need your help now.
It wasn't worth it, Tristan.
Nobody told you how you had to get the answer. That's on y'all. But either way, Aaron, you get a coin.
Nobody told you how you had to get the answer.
Sure, nobody told me how I need to get the answer. But goddamn.
If I remember correctly, I think that leaves Aaron with 1 coin, and I think Matt with 1 coin still currently.
If I remember correctly, I think that leaves Aaron with 1 coin.
I still have 1. I haven't answered the drunkard question. I'm not guessing. For the record, this is as far as I've made it on when I actually played for the first time. So this is an achievement for me. Yeah, I made it this big fucker. It's been so long that I thought I did, but no, I did not. I am remembering everything now. I didn't do shit.
The guy that's helping us.
Also, by the way, this guy, I don't think this guy is not a boss.
I think that just happened. Yeah, he's a mini boss. Yeah, he said he doesn't think this guy is a boss. And I don't think so either. I think he's just guarding Fog Gate.
Because if I remember, the actual boss comes like right after.
There's a Fog Gate right here.
They're talking about the boss being right behind the Fog Gate, but actually, the boss is. There's some more enemies on the other side of that Fog Gate, and then there's the boss room, but they're not going to be able to get to it.
Oh.
And that's where they will be stopped, I believe.
No.
Well, let me tell Matt that he got his. Matt also has a hint coin, so Matt has 2 coins at this point.
I got burned.
Matt also has a hint coin, so Matt has 2 coins.
I should restart this.
Oh shit. Meanwhile, while I was messing with all that, Aaron managed to pull off the mini-boss. He did it. I didn't see he was making that much progress, but I knew he didn't need that much more. He just needed a little bit more of a push, because he got so close the last time when he killed him. But yeah, so Aaron got past that, and now we have to see how long it takes for him to realize that this is...
Did you kill him?
Yes, I did, and I kept the guy alive.
This is a kind of a... This is something they would have to do, but at the same time, I don't think they can move forward without getting further in the present timeline.
That's what I had.
But we'll see. I want to say you have to at least have beaten the first boss.
If I remember, there's people.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? Ah, I was trying to do the whatever, the visceral, but he was already dead, so it just didn't register, and then I got hit.
Man, this is so weird. I'm very excited to remember that I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I work from home.
It's right there. They're just teasing me. They're teasing me, and I don't like it.
Aaron is saying that they're teasing him because he can see the next idol, and then these idol statues are your checkpoints. All right. There are enemies in the area that he just snuck through, but he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. Although there's also some important stuff back there that, like, there's some health things. I can tell him about a secret in there. That would be pretty good for him. If he uses his hint coin, I'll tell him. That's probably the thing I would tell him, is there's a secret shinobi wall. He might find it on his own. In this room that... Oh, right there in front of him. If he slices this wall right here, I think it's this wall.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, that wall. He might know. Okay, no, he doesn't. I think if you slice that wall, it reveals a shinobi secret hidden wall that you put your hand up against, and then it, like, turns automatically, and it takes you to, like, a secret spot.
I don't give a fuck about any of this.
Aaron doesn't give a fuck about any of that.
I keep pressing Sekiro button. I mean, not Sekiro.
Meanwhile, Matt is still trying to soldier his way through this boss fight. I think he finally got the last. Nope, there's one more little dude to kill in Matt's version of the fight. Uh-oh, Aaron went back outside. But that's fine. It's whatever. Oh, Matt's having a hard time. At this point in Matt's playthrough, I really would say that Matt should probably go back to the daytime and make some more progress there, and then come back to this fight. Not that he can't do it now, but I think he would just be in a better mindset and have some more tools to kind of push him past. But we'll see. Maybe this is the time he does it, but he's got no extra lives left, I don't think. Possibly if he...
Oh, he hit him and he... Oh, I didn't want him to fight just yet.
Yeah, he activated his NPC early. Okay, so Aaron is actually killing these little dudes for... Oh, well, I was going to say for more stuff, but...
That's okay. I don't care.
Wow, they died at the exact same time, but for two completely different reasons.
I didn't want him to fight just yet. I'm so fucking pissed. Okay, but I got an idea. I was
trying to run
The
away.
unseen aid that you see going on in Aaron's screen happens sometimes when they die. There is a chance of unseen aid being triggered whenever you die in this game, which just means, hey, guess what? For mysterious reasons, even though you died,
like,
all the negative stuff that normally happens isn't going to happen this time because of unseen aid. You can see there's a percentage on screen for the chances of unseen aid to go off or to happen. You can increase that percentage through a couple of different means, but right now they both have no idea what that even is, so it doesn't really matter too much. It's mostly just a nice to have. It's not really that important, but we'll see. Aaron needs to talk to, he needs to talk to her. You can give her gourd seeds to increase how many heals from the healing gourd that they have.
Aaron?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Did you get it?
I didn't. I got it, and I got it. And I didn't want to tell you I got it.
Okay. I think I had it before. I think I might have had it before you.
I got it like, I don't remember, like 30 minutes ago maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to point this out. Yeah, Matt had the axe in his inventory way before Aaron even wanted to go looking for it. But yeah.
Had the axe in his inventory way before Aaron even wanted to go looking for it.
I didn't know what to do with it, and then I finally figured it out.
Jesus, man.
I didn't realize it was a prosthetic. I just thought it was like an axe. I'm like, how do you do this? Then I was like, oh wait, hold on, maybe talk to the guy.
Seeds that make loud noise if you snap.
Okay, let's see. I want to say what happens next in Aaron, since Aaron's playthrough, since he's gotten a step further, is he goes down the main hallway behind the idol. He talks to a dude who is hurt, and then that dude's like, oh wait, no, he's there. So this room is here.
Fuck me.
Okay, so maybe he can't. Okay, I thought this is where you would get stopped.
I really am
but you can go in and do this boss fight then.
Without him is the hard way,
So this is the first, the last boss of the nighttime path.
This was. I wasn't sure about this in the last playthrough.
Wow!
This fight
I completely whiffed.
You can beat this fight. Okay, no. Okay, so there is a key that you need in order to get through here. I was right.
That's what I get.
And the key that you would use to get through there is found in the present. So this is as far as they can get at the nighttime. So Aaron's going to have to realize that and go back down the other path during the day. I want to say you get that key.
Why do I keep going that way? God damn it. Everything else is...
from one of the bosses or something like that during the day.
More of those. Oh, that wasn't good. I probably shouldn't have used that like that.
I want to say I beat that guy, though, on my original game, but I didn't beat the thing after him.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But I deleted all my previous saves.
We'll see if Aaron uses one of his hint coins to confirm he can't make any progress forward. This is valuable time for Matt, because Matt can use this time to catch up to Aaron while Aaron is thinking about what his next steps are.
Okay, so I'm missing a key, so...
I think Aaron already figured it out, though. Oh, nope. He's still looking in the past to see if there's something he missed.
I think what I'm doing right now may be pointless.
What Aaron's doing right now is pointless.
But...
Okay, alright. Okay, you're... alright. Oh my god, it's just not... Okay. No, don't attack the guy. Don't attack the guy. Oh, come on! Oh my god, this is awful. Anytime I stun someone, I just get hit by like 4 other people.
Matt's kind of back to his
that was the riskiest shit.
Unga Bunga strategy of kind of just throwing away his life in frustration on the boss.
Why are you still looking at me?
He's gotta take the time to do this right. Sekiro doesn't let you just kind of do that too often of just like whatever. I'm just angry. I'm just gonna kill everything.
Whoa! It wasn't attacking. Maybe I was.
But we'll see.
Or
Aaron did a good job of keeping his head during the fight, and that's what let him persevere.
ah! I didn't think he's gonna hit me from that far.
Aaron's having trouble with this
I had
normal enemy right now. There he goes.
I shouldn't waste that.
Oh, I forgot about this path. This is
So you're in the boss, I'm guessing?
No.
fine.
I think I need a key or something.
I think this is where you get the key from.
So that
That's right.
area wasn't.
Yes. So you go up this path, and you actually meet up with an important character who gives you the key to get into the last area of the nighttime past area. So Aaron managed to find his way back on the right path pretty quickly, even if he doesn't know it. Composure. Yes, composure. I thought it was funnier to just let you... Yeah, you should have just left it at composer, because it would be funnier. That's like the hood way of saying composure. Like when somebody's trying to say something fancy in a different language, somebody in the hood would be all like, that fool needs to show some more composer, when they're trying to sound all smart. Anyway, enough racism. Aaron got the temple key he needed. So that guy that he just talked to who gave him the key is his shinobi, his dad, his father, who gave it to him as his last, in his dying breath. He said some shit that's important, but sadly Aaron skipped it all, so for right now that's fine.
Sometimes not.
Aaron is really making some large strides
All
forward.
of the ads want to come to me. Oh my god. Running too fast.
That was a good parry by Aaron. This heavy axe dude is cannot be underestimated. You cannot block the axe guy very well because of his big heavy weapon, so you pretty much have to parry him if you're going to go the slow defensive route. He really should just run past all these guys, because for where he needs to go, he doesn't need to kill these guys. He can just run past. And it would be a shame for him to die in this fight, even though it kind of gets him where he's going anyway, even if he does die, but he's mostly just wasting time. In terms of a race, he should just run past these guys. There's a cave behind them that he's trying to get into, but he's not really thinking about it, so it's also fine to kill them for the resources he gets. It's not the end of the world. Also, he's sitting on 5 skill points again, so let's see if he remembers to take a moment, perhaps before the boss, to go in and use those points to his advantage.
What the fuck happened? Whoa, it just stopped.
Let me answer that question.
I was trying to do a running attack and it just ran and stopped.
Miles is indeed still in the stream chat, by the way. He's in my stream chat at least.
Miles is indeed still in the stream chat, by the way.
Okay.
He's in my stream chat at least.
All right, sounds good.
Oh wait, you're streaming too?
Uh-oh.
Okay, wait. Okay, then maybe I should just not watch. need to...
What's Aaron doing?
I need to change my settings again.
Oh, okay. This isn't. I thought Aaron was going to do something related to me, but...
Okay.
I think that should be the change he made. Is probably a good thing.
We out here.
There's too fucking many.
All right.
God damn it! Like, stop this shit. Just want to fight one of
Fuck
you.
you, Miles.
Oh my
I'm trying not
god!
to pay
Like,
attention
come on.
to Trish's stream, but I'm also looking at Miles as a fucking asshole.
All right. So Aaron is heading in for
What the fuck was
the
that? What the fuck happened? Whoa, whoa, whoa,
for the
whoa,
boss
what?
fight. It looks like Aaron spent
And I'm
his
gonna
skill
die.
points at some point. I did not see him do it, so I don't know how he spent it.
Okay, this is where...
All right. This is a big boss fight. This is the first boss fight.
That's also where I needed this thing that I just...
Is this a boss fight?
ruined.
Let me see. This may actually be a cutscene. There may not actually be a fight here. We're gonna see. On the off chance somebody is in here who doesn't know, the rules of our race say that you cannot skip cutscenes. You can skip conversations with NPCs, but you cannot skip cutscenes.
I'm not trying to do that over and over again.
Okay, yeah.
Are you serious?
So Lady Butterfly is the first boss that they will be, the first actual boss that they will be fighting today. Meanwhile, Matt is still trying to work his way through.
I was just trying to weaken him a little bit.
Work his way through the mini boss
Beg the
outside.
motherfucker to help me.
Lady Butterfly is
This
going to
as
be
far as I got last time.
a tough first boss. I really wouldn't recommend going for her
I keep
first.
running the wrong way.
Doesn't make nothing makes me...
But we'll see what happens.
Ugh.
I would, if it were me at this point, knowing what I know, I would go back to the daytime route, fight the first boss there, and then come back and do this fight. But we'll see. Lady Butterfly, as you can see, only has one death blow. But she's a very... That's because she's a very technical boss. You can see she hops around a lot, she flies around a lot. You don't get to hit her very often unless you know what you're doing. Unlike the drunkard who is just like wail on him forever until he finally goes down, Lady Butterfly requires elegance and grace to match her own in order to actually get through this fight successfully.
Letting stupid shit in.
Really, I ran right into it.
She has a couple of different attacks, and on top of that, she has a couple of phases to the fight that you have to go through. But this is the most basic, where if you're at a distance, she's going to throw shuriken at you. She's going to go in and out, try to tap you here and there, and most of the time she's going to block your basic attacks, or parry your basic attacks, unless you
I'm an idiot.
pick your spots on her.
Well, oh my god, what am I doing? God, just
I want to say that
know what
jumping, unblockable attack she does is a kick,
I can't.
so you have to dodge it.
Trying to unlearn.
That may actually count as
demon
a.
souls.
That may actually count as a grab, so you just have to avoid it.
Ah, fuck it all.
Aaron's making good progress through this section of the fight, but there's a point when she goes up on a wire, about I think at half health, and she calls in some help.
Ah, fuck it, it's good enough. Come on, help.
Yeah, this is the kind of fight that Aaron excels at because of his fighting game preferences compared to Matt. She is definitely faster and more nimble than most of the fights in a Soulsborne game that Matt tends to favor. But we'll see what happens. Aaron's making good progress on her. I can't really fault him. I want to say, actually, she may have a second life.
This is that shit that I don't.
I want to say she doesn't show it, but you kill this one, and this one's actually like a shadow clone, and then you fight the real her again. So I want to say this first one is actually easy mode, and there's a follow-up to this fight. I want to say that, but I could be wrong, and that might not be this version of the fight. We'll see. Because I feel like he's not seeing all the attacks she can do, so I'm pretty sure she's got a second phase. But Aaron's already lost his first life to her, but he's still putting in good work for his first try on a brand new boss. Meanwhile, Matt dies again on the mini boss he's still kind of working on up top.
Time. It comes out so fast. Whoa, I'm gonna jump in the box.
You can actually bait Lady Butterfly into
that's supposed to help.
A free hit if you keep attacking her when she's blocking you, but that's kind of like a pattern that you kind of get to learn after a while.
Live like for 5 more seconds, please.
This is totally doable though.
I got this.
Yeah, I feel like Aaron feels like he's got this. I feel like he's got this. It's gonna take him a few tries, but then again, he also doesn't know about the second phase. And when he gets
Tristan,
there,
I'm gonna just use one of my free. No, I'm not.
Oh.
Yeah, I am.
Uh oh.
Did you have to think about
Shit, fuck it. Yeah, I'm just gonna use one of my free tote coins, whatever. Like, just tell me whatever you feel like telling me.
Okay, I'm gonna put some stuff in the chat directly to you, Matt.
First coin I'm popping.
All right, I'll do that.
I'm gonna put some stuff in the chat directly.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, so I'm gonna go quiet on chat while I type in this message to Matt.
So this is my last go before I read the tip. They attack so fast. I feel like I can hit them before they can get me. I can't.
What the hell? That's such bullshit.
What am I? Wow. That's cool.
I need to get more confident with my defense. That's one thing I need to do. I pretty much bank everything off of my dodges. But because
That's
they can,
also me.
Yeah,
I dodge too much and just die.
Like it just makes it like it makes it so you just need to do.
That is such bullshit. He charged up his attack, like the timing of his charge, like it hit.
Okay, so I pretty much told Matt about sneaking through the left side of the area.
He was like, "Oh, you're
to get some stealth kills before the group realizes and kind of thin their numbers that way.
Okay, all right.
Also, I'd let him know that going through the daytime path will probably be the easier thing for him to do.
Okay, I didn't even know you had that. So that's fun.
All right. I think I remember the first doing what you said in the first paragraph, Tristan.
Okay, sounds like he's going to try for the stealth option.
So let me try that.
Alright, so Matt popped one of his hint coins from me. So I told him, and he's taking my advice to try to sneak his way through this building on the left and take out some of the guys stealthy-like to thin the herd instead of trying to fight them all at once. Plus, they're doing it this way means that it's easier to keep the samurai helper alive because the enemies start out running away from the samurai instead of towards him, which means that you have a better control of when he enters the fight to help you out. But we'll see if that's enough to kind of put him over. But I really kind of think that Matt should take the option for going back to the daytime and just coming back to this area later. Because he just doesn't have he doesn't seem to have the reaction and or muscle memory that Aaron did to kind of force his way through this encounter. Meanwhile, Aaron's making slow and steady progress on his fight, although he's kind of getting to the same point where he got to before. So this is the point where Sekiro leaves you a lot, where you're going to be dying to the actual bosses around the same spots a lot, depending on the player. But the thing that you're making progress on isn't the health bar of the boss, but the muscle memory for the timing of attacks. Like, he is already... you can see her health is not as far, but her posture is nearly full. He's made more progress on being able to time his parries to take her down, and he may actually get her that way at this route if he doesn't stay too scared. He's got to stay on her if he wants to get that posture down and finish her off, which he's very close now. One more good parry should get him there, and he'll be able to get through this phase. Here it comes. Oh no, she's getting some distance. He's got to go in. He's got to go in to finish her. Her posture's going back down, but very slowly. They kind of let it come back slowly for this fight because they... Oh no! Oh no! Every time! Every time so close. What an upset. Hey girl. Hey doggy. I think he just wants to push through because Aaron didn't. Chat is probably correct. Matt probably wants to get through this fight because Aaron got through this fight, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. I almost want to give Aaron a hint coin because he got so close and lost, but that's not epic. He's got to fucking persevere. Hey, doggy. Hey, cute doggy. You stink. You need a bath. Alright. Seems like Matt had to step away for a while, so we can focus on Aaron's progress here. Oh, Matt's back. We've now been streaming for over 2 hours, and Aaron's been keeping his lead for I'd say for probably the last hour or possibly more. And he's steadily gaining. Matt really needs to kind of cut his losses. That's what I was looking for. Cut his losses and, you know, try a different path. If he tries to keep following what Aaron did, it's only going to keep making him more frustrated and feeling more pressured, and I don't think that's going to lead to overall better results compared to if he goes into a new area and tries to make up the ground that Aaron already got past. But that's the humble opinion of this commentator.
Oh, I'm pressing Ghost of Tsushima moves again. God damn.
It's okay if these guys see him. The rest of the group still isn't going to be alerted. So it's not the end of the world that these guys noticed him. So let's see if you can figure out the pattern to take. So what I usually did is if you go all the way to the end of this area, you can get behind the shield guy, stab him, and then run up to the arrow guys and also take care of them. Yes, so exactly this. Take care of that guy. Do the same thing for... Alright. He kind of did it out of order. I went for the shield guys and the arrow guys, but now he's kind of lost that advantage he had.
Okay, I can't. Here, try to get away.
I'm gonna add some detail to.
Okay, everyone, chill the fuck out. Come on, let me at least move. God damn it. Don't do that bullshit. God.
Why would I go straight back? You should never go straight back on that.
Why don't I... Okay.
All right. So this still kind of worked out. Well, mostly. Matt is now down to the boss and one other smaller guy at least. Meanwhile, Aaron is still kind of pegging away or chopping away at Lady Butterfly. Again, notice her health bar pretty much in the same spot that it's always been. But now Aaron's got to use what he's learned to get through that posture. Okay, so now that he snuck up on him, Matt is able to go back and now activate the samurai at full health instead of him being pulled into the fight too early. So this is the best chance that Matt has. He's pretty much at full health and no other small enemies against the drunk guy. Oh, but that's a big grab from the drunk guy. It's going to be one life out of Matt automatically. Oh, nope. Matt lived. Matt lived. That was not enough to kill him. Magic Pixel. So now...
Oh, it did.
Matt's got to use that, though. He used both his free gourds in order to gourd heals in order to come back from that. So that's the last of that he has. He doesn't really have any more immediate heals to rely on. So he's going to have to do what he can to take out the drunkard with the 2 lives he has left. Meanwhile, Aaron is making steady progress. He's getting down to the wire again on that posture bar. It may be exactly what he needs. Oh, Matt goes down one time. Big upset. He's got one death blow. He's one hit away from getting that death blow on the mini-boss up top. And there he gets it. Meanwhile, Aaron at the bottom is about to crack that posture bar here in just a second. If he can get... There he goes. He gets the parry. He fucks her up. And this is the point maybe where... Let's see. Is the fight over? The fight is not over. Yes.
No.
Now we're in phase 2 of Lady Butterfly. The realization comes across Aaron's face that no, we are just getting started today, ladies and gentlemen. So these to be honest, these little ghost guys can just be ignored. They're not that big of a deal. You would use the snap seed item that he is complaining about to make them all go away immediately, but to be honest, they're not that big of a deal. You could just go straight. If you go and hit Lady Butterfly, I think immediately, the rest of them go away anyway, like this. And then you just have to hide behind a pillar because they turn into these. They turn into those. You have to hide behind a pillar. So actually, it's not that big of a deal, but he has to get past the shock of the fact that there's a second phase. All right, so now we're getting into the real fight. Yeah, I noticed Matt died. It was almost a given. But we'll see if Aaron can. No, Aaron's gonna probably also go down here because he can't just block her shurikens anymore like you can in the first phase of the fight, because the extra magic on these shuriken make them do damage through your block if you just simply block them. But we'll see if Aaron can persevere. He's got to dodge those. He's got to dodge those shurikens. He's not gonna be able to keep doing this up. He's got no more life. One more hit from nearly anything is going to finish him off.
It's fun.
Matt's already made his way back to the mini boss fight again. At this point, getting there is not a problem, but it's just executing on it. Oh, and Aaron goes down in the second phase of the Lady Butterfly fight.
Alright. Is this a fun stream? Everyone watching me die? So entertaining. Look at that. Look at that fucking fuck boy. Fuck him.
And morale is high as our two warriors both deal with their own separate demons.
And morale is high as our two warriors both deal with their own separate demons.
God damn it!
Give me another snap.
All right, come on.
Do it all over.
I would say that Aaron's in a better position to beat Lady Butterfly right now. But, again, he would honestly have an easier time with the boss during the day. And then coming back and beating her, probably in one or two tries. But he can persevere. He can instead do it this way and just kind of like, you know, do the way he's been doing and just slowly progress to the point where he makes more progress, or slowly progress to the point where he breaks through, and he as long as he keeps his morale high, it seems like he's unstoppable. But the big question is if whether or not he will get hung up on not having the snap seed that he thinks he needs for this fight. If he gets hung up on that being the reason why it's so hard, that may be the thing that drags him down compared to just soldiering through and just not knowing that, oh, well, this fight is perfectly easy to do. See, Matt goes in, kills the one guy via stealth, and then is put back in the exact same situation that is just about as good as just running up on all of them anyway. Like, he should be going in, killing everybody who's got, like, no armor, which would be, like, the arrow guys. But this is also a valid strategy. Here we find him going back to the little house and trying to lure them in one by one and taking them out there. This is an even more patient route, so I can't really fault him for taking it. But at the same time, I don't know how much this is gonna. The big guy isn't at him yet. Well, now he is, and now he's getting shot by arrows. That's the thing that really hurts in this fight, is not being able to sit still because of the arrow guy. Yes, exactly, Matt. That's why I told you to take out the arrow guys in the message that you used a coin to get. Meanwhile, Aaron is still trucking away down there at Lady Butterfly Phase 1. And just like that, the arrow guy is still the thing that's keeping
my God, the arrow guy
Matt
so
held
awful.
back. Exactly like I told him. Oh no, Aaron got grabbed by Lady Butterfly and she does a big stabby to do a bunch of damage.
Oh, okay, so she has a second move after that? That's bullshit.
Lady Butterfly Phase 1 still has some new tricks up her sleeve that Aaron hasn't run into yet, even though he managed to make it to Phase 2. Alright, so it looks like Matt cleared the field again of Little Dude, so he's going back for help from his samurai friend. And now they're both going to go in, and maybe this is the time that Matt can take down Juzo the Drunkard. The only problem is I haven't seen Matt in this situation make any significant progress. He's now using oil on the boss, and he's going in with his flamethrower to do damage that way, which is a good idea on this boss. But at the same time,
oh my God,
it's probably not going to be enough. But meanwhile, Aaron is starting to hit that psychological wall I mentioned earlier, mentioning how he's using the exact same timing from earlier, but it's not working for him. That's where Sekiro takes its toll. That area of just like, I did so well the first time before when I was barely even worried about it, and now I should be way better, but it feels like it's harder. That's where Sekiro gets his teeth sunk in, and that's what Aaron's going to have to get past here in order to make real progress. Meanwhile, up top, Matt is making good progress on Juzo the Drunkard, He managed to get through the first half of Juzo's health without taking any significant hits. We'll see if he can ride this momentum all the way to the end. Him and this samurai might actually get this done. He's getting in some good hits there, but he can't let his guard down. Any one of these huge swings is enough to take him down in one hit, but he also can't let... He needs to get out of Juzar's face while he's drinking, or else he's going to get hit by some poison mist. The other samurai interrupted him, so it seems like this two-pronged attack is finally working out in Matt's favor. Matt is getting real close here. He can still fuck it, but I'm pretty sure that this is the time that Matt's going to cross that finish line. Oh, no, big upset, but luckily he's got one extra life. Matt just has to realize that.
I hate my life!
Matt has not seen it yet. Okay, there he goes. Matt has just got to get a little bit of hits. Oh, no, don't go in too fast. Don't just... No!
I hate it.
Oh, that was the easiest finish that Matt just got in his own head, got up, got away from the controller thinking he was dead, pulling a Miles and just putting the controller down when he had a whole nother life left to just get 3 or 4 more hits on the boss and finish the whole thing. But because of where he is psychologically, and he didn't pay attention to all of his tools at his disposal, including his extra life, he doesn't get the kill. A shame to see that happen. Alright, so Aaron's making steady progress down here at the bottom. Oh. Aaron is trying to dodge underneath that grab attack, which is not the way you need to go. You need to dodge. You actually need to dodge to the left or the right, kind of away from her when she does the jumping dodge attack. But now he's got it in his head that you need to go underneath it, which is not what you need to do, and he's going to have to refigure that out. Because I think he was, before when he was doing it successfully, it was by accident and or by instinct. He was just doing what comes natural. But now he's trying to do the better thing in his mind, which is more skillful, but actually just the wrong answer. That time he did the right thing, so we'll see if he sticks with it this time, but he's definitely not doing as well as he was in those early rounds when he thought she was a 1 health bar fight. We'll see if he manages to pick back up here with his morale to kind of soldier through, but it looks like that this is not the round for him. And he's down again. He still has plenty of time to come to make the decision to go back to the daytime path and make more progress there. But we'll see. If that would be my advice to him. If he doesn't make it to phase 2 regularly, and he keeps feeling like he's stuck on phase 1, then he needs to leave and come back, is what I would tell him if he asked. But sometimes I'm wrong on that, and sometimes a player just needs to work it out on their own. So we'll see how this turns out here in the next few minutes. Meanwhile, Matt manages to die before even getting to the boss. So we'll see. There's a lot of ping-ponging of progression in this game, of just like, oh, I just needed to get 2 or 3 more hits to finish off the boss, and then the next 4 or 5 tries, you don't even get to the boss again.
Is there an easier method I could use to beat this bitch, or is it just me learning the pattern?
I'll put your answer in the chat. I'll put your answer in the chat.
Okay.
Come on, die.
Huh?
What?
I thought somebody said something.
I said, come on, die.
I feel like the answer is just get good.
About to get fucked in the booty. Okay, no, I got out. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck? I couldn't move forward. Ah, God. Now it's like the environment is in my way. Come on. Okay. I wish they had me facing the way I'm supposed to go from the beginning, so I don't have to get lost. God damn it all.
Okay, so I pretty much told Aaron everything I've been mentioning about his fight with Lady Butterfly, not needing the snap seed. She's mostly a skill check, so you can't really make her too much easier.
50 of
And then
the charm.
I suggested the same thing to him that I did to Matt of, hey, you could just go back to the daytime and then come back later. And it seems like he's actually
No point of this.
going with that suggestion, which is good. So now we see Aaron, after advice from using his hint coin, he is what's the word I'm looking for? Whatever. He's chosen instead to go back on the daytime path in the present day.
What the fuck?
And he's now
Are
headed
you
towards
serious?
the first. what is probably the easier of the two first bosses. And he's gonna try his luck there. And even if he doesn't, even if he has trouble with the first boss here, and he doesn't beat this one, it at least gets him out of the mindset of banging his head against Lady Butterfly over and over again. So if he decides to go back, he can go back with a fresh mind, which I think is really what he needs in order to succeed against Lady Butterfly in the end. Fire really doesn't do much against these guys. Fire in this game is mostly fire, and like firecrackers are mostly against good against
I am
beasts,
fighting someone
animals,
else, sir.
in this game. Meanwhile, Matt is up top, still kind of in his post, very close to winning, but then losing at the last second. Rage phase, as I like to call it. Listen, a lot of people go through that kind of thing. It's just kind of like, alright, well, I got super close, and instead of pushing through on my next try, I'm going to just kind of take out my frustration on the next couple of tries, and then get close again. It's not uncommon, it's not even immature, it's just a different mindset for different people. I get it. So we'll see how well that does for him. But meanwhile, we see Aaron at the bottom, making a little bit of progress in this area that he kind of gave up on before. This area is not very big. It's about the same size as the area they run through to get to the mini-boss once you actually know where to go. He's in the upper area here, and after he takes out I think there's about 4 or 5 soldiers in this area. There's this guy who's sad about his horse being dead, and Aaron just stabbed the fuck out of him without even listening to him. You can eavesdrop on the conversation and hear him crying over his horse. And then this is locked. And then to this right here is where Aaron is trying to get to. Right here and to the right is where the boss is. Not there, but right behind him. There's a big hole in the wall he's not even looking at. Yeah, that big wide open field there is where the first boss fight is. In this area, in the daytime area. And now we'll see his introduction as he runs in.
Stop! Oh my god, there's all this shit in the way.
Well, if Aaron runs into the field, then we'll get his introduction.
Skip this part, please.
Oh yeah, of course. I fight one guy and then the other guy comes. Yeah, just sure. I even press
So
L1 and they
Shinobu
don't care.
Oniwa is the first boss of the main timeline, and as you can see, he does not. He immediately doesn't play around. He's a dude on a horse.
I wouldn't mind having to fight the big
But you have a
fucker,
couple
but
of options for dealing with him. He feels a lot more overwhelming than Lady Butterfly because of all the shit he's got going on. But to tell the truth, he's the easier of the two fights, in my opinion. He leaves a lot of wide open weaknesses. You know exactly what you're dealing with in terms of his health. He tells you straight up front. The health bar you see up there is exactly what he actually has. And every once in a while, you can punish his attacks by grappling to him, like you saw Aaron just do there. And he lowers his guard on parries every once in a while as well, because he uses a big unwieldy weapon that gives you some free hits. So while it looks like at first he's more intimidating and tougher than Lady Butterfly, it turns out he's pretty comparatively easy to deal with, kind of similar to Juzo the Drunkard. He requires a good balance of skill and understanding of the game, compared to Lady Butterfly, who does a lot more damage with her stuff, and so as you can see here, there's a lot of free hits you can get on him. And he doesn't even do that much damage with his weapon, even though it's so big. Like, especially for all the stuff that Aaron and Matt have been through in the nighttime, it makes this first fight feel like nothing, comparatively. I mean, that hit from Juzo would have killed them. That Aaron took. Oh no, oh no. Aaron is fucking... Aaron shouldn't have resurrected that fast. But that's alright. Now Aaron sees what his two options are to move forward, and that lets him more easily... Oh my god, Matt managed to...
10-minute break.
Matt managed to sneak up on Juzo.
Nice. Did you... I'm just looking at your stream because I need
Oh no!
How to play this.
Oh no, Matt. He could have gotten the fucking death blow for half of his life. Instead, he didn't get close enough.
And he immediately cringed.
He didn't even give a fuck. What the fuck is all of this?
No, that's gonna be a big. That's gonna be a big.
You help me now! Help me now! Go!
Oh no,
Go!
Matt has just lost it entirely. I'm not gonna say anything because Matt is probably super angry right now, but I Jesus, he should have he just needed to get closer.
God, he's eating these attacks. Stop taking these huge fucking hits, dude. Like that. Don't do what I do.
This is so sad to see because I did not expect to see Matt sneak up on Juzo the Drunkard anytime soon. That is not easy to do at all.
Okay.
He must have used an item to get that far, possibly, which is fine. Unless he, either that or he,
Shoot, 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 shoot.
Nope,
shoot,
that's not the way that works.
Oh, that worked? What the fuck? And I'm dead.
By the way, Matt, you just needed to be closer to him to stab him. You didn't get close enough. By the way, Matt, you just needed. If you do not see the red dot, you are not close enough. You didn't get close enough.
No, I figured, but it was just so quick.
If you do not see the red dot, you are not close enough.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, you mean in the very first one? Okay. I just thought like okay, all right, okay. I got you. Okay. I feel better about that then. I'm like, I didn't want to hit him just once. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try this boss one more time, and then if this doesn't go well, I'm gonna need like a 10-15 minute break.
I bet seeing me do that for this one's just like the worst. I'm like creeping up just out of range.
I'm surprised you even got that far with it.
Did it surprise what?
I'm surprised you got that far to be able to do that.
I guess we could go further.
Okay. There goes Aaron again with his patented throw shuriken technique.
For the record, Tristan, I thought I was pretty fucking close. Guess not enough.
Miles says, I've never seen him like this, LOL. Video games bring out the truest form of everyone. Oh, no. Well, even then, Aaron got hit with all that, and it still wasn't enough to kill him. That's what I want to keep reminding the audience here, is how little damage, comparatively, this huge guy on a horse does. He allows you to make so many mistakes, and it doesn't feel like it when you're fighting him, but compared to the one-hit swing deaths of Juzo the Drunkard, this guy is...
Oh, shit, that's the wrong tool.
This is baby time. Aaron just needs a little bit more, one more good parry. Oh, there we go. We get the first death blow to Jinobu Oniwa. Oniwa. Jinobu Oniwa. I think Aaron's gonna... there's a good chance Aaron beats this fight, this try.
Feeling confident.
Matt is feeling confident up top while he deals with another shot at Juzo the Drunkard. Aaron gets the grapple for a couple of free hits. Aaron has one more free heal in his pocket. He should probably use it now because I think that'll be just enough to bring him back up to full health. But that's uh-oh. Got a little bit of a stabby poo. He's doing a good job just keeping away from him. A big thing in this game that you see neither of these guys using very well, or it's one of those things when you are a beginner in Sekiro, you just don't think to do it, but it makes everything so much easier, is just running. You'll notice that neither of these guys are running around at all during boss fights because it is very much something you don't normally do in Soulsian games. But in Sekiro, if you just run at full speed the entire time, that gets you away from so much shit. But there you go. Aaron did it on his second try. He was so worried about this boss. You need to hit it again. You need to hit it again. You need to hit it again. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Aaron. Oh, okay, there we go. Come on. One more time. There you go. If Aaron had lost there, he would have never played this game again.
Why didn't you tell me I had to do that, Tristan? I could have lost.
Let the tape show. The minute you didn't do it, I yelled, you have to hit it again. You have to hit it again, like 17,000 times. I know that. I wasn't going to let you hear that.
I didn't hear that at all. I heard none of that.
I know that I wasn't gonna let you hear that.
Okay. Cool.
So now from pretty much what he's reading, from when you beat a boss in Sekiro, you get the memory of that boss, and you can turn that in at an idol to get a permanent increase to your attack. Along with, I want to say, you can also get a increase to your health bar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure his health bar is a little bit longer now.
I feel emotionally exhausted.
I want you dead, sir. I want you dead. I don't care about you anymore. I want.
I think up top, meanwhile, while Aaron was having his own triumphant moment, it looks like Matt finally beat his boss up top too. I sadly didn't pay attention to it, but I bet
He's
it
not
was
even a boss. He's just a guy.
fantastic
Just a normal
thing
guy.
to see.
Go
both of our guys
Can
are
you
making some
come with
progress
me?
again.
I need the help badly. Oh shit, everyone's dead. I know the feeling. I'm like having the worst luck with without. They're not even the bosses. They're just
Okay, so Aaron's already at the point where he has to buy
Beat him.
not
more
going
of
well.
his
I did
spirit
beat him.
emblems, which is not a good
I'm
spot
not
to
happy
be at.
with how long that took at all.
I'm happy.
Like, normally,
Listen, I don't have any
I'm-
coins, right? Or
I'm
points, whatever the fuck they're called, right?
Aaron's asking me a question, but he's gonna have to. I'm gonna ask him.
I'm happy for you, man. All my homies' progress.
Aaron, did you want to use a hint coin for me to answer that question? Aaron, did you want to use a hint coin for me to answer that question?
No.
狼殿
I didn't know if I had any left. Oh no, I do. I have one left. Okay.
You have one,
I think
I think.
Not gonna lie, I've kind of lost track of how many hint coins they have, but I want to say Aaron's got 2 and Matt's got 1.
Okay, let me double check. Okay.
I might make that they both have 1.
Ugh.
In a prosthetic tool upgrade menu, upgrade
Thought you
materials
were
can be
gone.
sent.
Oh, Matt is just now getting the Makiri counter training.
Tool can still be used after upgrading. Okay.
Wait,
which-
what? What about the? Oh,
Shut up. No one's talking to you.
oh. No, I'm reading Miles's chat.
The Makiri counter is the thing
He
that
really yelled it like 20
He was
times.
talking about.
I guess
think
that's
he was
about
talking
you.
to me.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Aaron.
I'm guessing there's some special thing you gotta do for a boss.
Oh wait, how do I keep coming back here? If I, it's not gonna help me.
Aaron used to beat
Wait,
the
what is
spear
it?
boss
I
with the
need
Makiri
4
counter.
things to do. Oh yeah, I gotta sit down.
So you notice Matt still has about 42 of his spirit emblems saved up in the bank. Meanwhile, Aaron only has 7 in the bank himself, and he's spending money on them. That is not a good place to be. You want to save your money for a lot of other more important things, and on top of that, you want to be building up a big bank of spirit emblems at this point in the game. But we'll see if that really manifests as a problem later on, like I'm saying.
there aren't any stats. It's just.
Let's take a break at 10. Does that sound good?
That sounds acceptable.
Jesus Christ, man.
'Cause
just
I
say
might-
yes or no.
I might shoot myself if I if I keep playing this game.
I really like this game. This is just making it more fun for me, but at the same time, I'm also really like emotionally.
It's like this hits different from Dark Souls. Dark Souls is like, oh, just level up a little and you'll be fine. But this game is like, you gotta fucking figure it out.
We'll see how Matt does in his first fight against
Sucks
Lady
so
Butterfly
much.
coming up here soon.
Like me. My biggest issue is all the fucking enemies. Like,
all the enemies.
that's fucking me up. Yeah, like how they all attack me at once, like 5 or 6 of them. I'm not used to that. Well, I'm not used to it in, like, so.
Okay, so Aaron's run into the assassins at the top of the cliff. Oh, they broke his back. That's 1 kill. These little dudes are fantastic little assassins who use their hats as shields, and they have poison clouds, and they're pretty fast, and they're hard to. They're actually a threat. You can use your axe, I think, to break their hats. I believe the axe may not actually even work on them because they don't stand still long enough, and I don't even think you break their hats. I think you just stagger them. Yeah. So Aaron's making the smart choice to retreat here, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to get away if any of them throw anything at him. Oh.
You leave me alone.
Yeah. Those little guys are not a joke. There's actually an entire whole castle that Aaron needs to go to next behind him. that he's ignoring.
Hey.
If he doesn't go to that castle, there's some really important stuff that happens in there. There's not even any fighting. There's just some NPCs to talk to, but they're important. So we'll see if Aaron ever doubles back to go look there. But if not, then he's gotta be moving forward with a little bit of a handicap. Because this is the thing I'm talking about that I think Matt does better. Matt does a better job of knowing that these games are about the environment, so he's going to check his corners, he's going to look around, he's going to be looking for items, secrets. He's not going to just miss a huge castle in the distance that you can walk to and not wonder, well, maybe I should go see what's going on over there before I move on to these enemies. So I think that Aaron is going to do well in the short term. But we're going to see around the halfway point of the game a shift in Matt's favor, because although he has trouble with the frustration aspect, I'm really interested to see how much benefit he gets out of, like he's saying, explore a little bit. How much benefit he gets out of that side of himself. This is a very interesting race to watch. But I will say overall, day one, no matter when we stop today, I think it's very easy to call in Aaron's favor as far as progress overall.
You should have.
So the thing that Matt is doing now is he's going back to the daytime for himself to see about his next steps forward, because it seems like he doesn't realize that you need to get the key to the temple back in the nighttime path, so he's decided to go back to daytime, which is still probably the right choice for him anyway. But he is not... The next place he needs to go to is over in that direction, and I feel like he's going to investigate that now, and that's where he's going to come into that contact with that big snake that Aaron's gotten past. So his path forward is behind him right now, and it's going to come down to whether or not he recognizes that. He may just want to be wanting to get rid of these guys in this fight before he goes looking. If he sees that tree trunk to his right, he knows he'll be able to jump down there and move forward. You can't go that way. There's a point. Yes, he needs to go that way. Yes, he's found it. Down here, there's an idol and the way forward. Yeah, he's found his way forward. Meanwhile, in Aaron's game, Aaron is barely making it work out like he said. He's making further progress into the castle, that area he's at. But yeah, he's going to die to a giant guy up here, I think. Unless that's the person he just killed. I think he just killed them. There's some more secrets around here. There's actually a really easy way to get all the way up this path once you know where you're going. But the next mini-boss that's on the other side of the gate that Aaron is heading for is not going to be a good time. But I think he might actually get there before their 10 o'clock break time that they've declared in 10 minutes.
I know how to do mini.
So here he's listening to these two soldiers talk about what's on the other side of this gate. They're like, we're really going to use that thing in a fight or in battle? Meanwhile, up top we see Matt slowly making his way, sneaking past a giant snake, and we'll see if he can really pull this off. Aaron enters Ashina Castle, where we get to meet the next mini-boss here in a second. Aaron's in the clear, looks like. Nobody else for him to kill.
Oh, I go over there.
Make sure there's nobody else hiding in the area. And he moves forward, and... So now we have the Flaming Bull mini-boss, the Blazing Bull mini-boss. He is very direct. He only has 1 health bar, but he is a big hunk of love.
Gotta be shit. Oh my god, this. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Both of these guys have missed the firecracker tool. which comes in very handy for this boss fight or boss fights against beasts in general. This is the first real boss fight against a beast that is in the game, or the first mini boss fight. So this is the first fight where it really comes in handy. This is also another fight that really benefits from actually running around instead of walking and dodging. But that is, I haven't seen really any Sekiro players really realize that their first playthrough. Aaron still has not turned around to see the castle that has some important stuff for him to pick up and some people to talk to. Meanwhile, Matt is making his way through the snake area up top. He's got to sneak his way around the snake. You cannot attack this snake yet. There is going to be a time when that battle happens, but for right now, he just needs to get through.
I don't like this shit.
Matt doesn't like this shit, he says. So Matt is actually almost through this area. He just needs to sneak across this and then run into, on the other side, there is a little cart that he needs to run into to finish this area.
Any of this.
The snake cannot see him while he's sneaking on this. But the thing a lot of players don't know is running into this thing. Oh, he ran past it. That's it. He needed to sneak. I don't know if he'll be able to make it. He may just run the rest of the way, actually.
Oh my god.
He's still not dead. You may be able to do that. He's still not dead. Alright, so he didn't make it.
Get out of here! Get out of here! Motherfucker! Ah! Holy shit!
So if he did go into the thing,
God.
then he'd be able to...
Leave me alone!
He'd be able to stab the snake in the eye.
Oh my god.
Which I don't even know if that's necessary, but it's a really cool moment. But I would imagine both these guys probably missed it by running through. Which is all right. Obviously, they made it through, and that's what's most important. But now that was an important thing for Matt to get through.
I think I'm correct.
Meanwhile, Aaron's going again to make his way back up to the bull. All right, so Matt made it to the next checkpoint, so he doesn't have to do the snake area ever again, or at least that snake sneaking part he doesn't have to do again. I have to say, for the first few hours of playing, I would say both these guys probably put in 4 or 5 hours into this game. They have made really good progress. Mostly by skipping a lot of stuff that's going to be important later, or a lot of little pickups that make this game easier. They're kind of doing this on hard mode just from having to do it with a little bit of urgency because they're in the middle of a race, but they're doing it pretty well and they're not overlooking too much. But we'll see how the long run pans out, because I'm really worried about the small things that add up to make the end game bosses feel much more doable. They're really
oh my god, I keep pressing
they're really
buttons.
skipping on like health boosts and ammo and tools that really make that stuff give you more options for doing that stuff. So we'll see what happens here. Meanwhile, Matt is making his way up to the first boss of the main timeline, the current timeline.
You got the key to that, like, that door?
Yeah, I did. Did you?
I hadn't really looked through that. Is it, like, in that area?
Matt asking Aaron for some advice on how to get through the locked door in the past that Aaron got past in order to start fighting Lady Butterfly, and it sounds like Aaron didn't give him the answer. Aaron is trying to fight the bull over here, making a little bit of progress on kind of learning its pattern. It's a rather simple fight. He doesn't have a whole lot of attacks, Oh no, oh no. Aaron still keeps running into that problem of resurrecting on top of the boss when they're still very much in the middle of attacking. You can't do that in this game. You kind of got to give it a breather.
What I need to do.
Uh-oh, Aaron thinks he knows what he needs to do.
Yes.
I think I know what I need to do.
Aaron thinks he knows what he needs to do.
I am not using my money. Like, I just lose it all, and I'm not buying anything. I feel like I'm just wasting it.
You said you're not using your money?
Yeah, like, I get it, and I lose it all, and I don't save it or don't buy anything. It's just kind of, what's the point? I know there's, like,
Matt commenting on how little the money feels like it matters, which he's not entirely wrong, but there are some points where the money really comes in handy, and you can buy some really important things later on, but it is more of a longer term payoff to the money in general than something that you kind of like constantly use, but we'll see. They're not like Souls in the Souls game, which are constantly being used for leveling up and buying stuff. The money in this is just for using at certain vendors, and that's the thing that neither of them have really run into significantly. They've pretty much they've run past most of the shops in this game without even realizing it. And so both of them are at kind of like a deep disadvantage compared to people who would be not racing through all of these areas as fast as possible. But here we have Matt coming up to the first boss that Aaron just beat earlier. And we'll see if
just to turn the fuck up.
how Matt reacts here in a second. Meanwhile, Aaron is down below, making his way past the big guys again to get up to the bull. Eventually, he may realize that you can just take a shortcut behind these guys and not have to deal with fighting them anymore, but that's an option. Seems like Matt hasn't committed to going down that path yet. Okay, here he goes. He's probably not sure. He probably thinks he'll die or something, but it does look like an area that would normally be out of bounds. There we go. So he took the leap of faith, and now Matt is finally officially in the first boss area. So let's see how he deals with the first boss. He immediately sees the castle that Aaron ignored. Alright, here we go.
oh, yep, there we go. That's what I was talking about.
So he sees the fog door here, so he'll be aware that he needs to try to go that way, where Aaron did not see that whatsoever. So this is where Matt's advantages start to shine,
What if I
possibly.
lure him through the fire? Does that do anything?
You can hear Matt thinking about his environment more, asking if he makes the boss go into the fire, if anything happens there, which I think in this case it doesn't, but being able to ask those questions is an advantage in and of itself if used well in certain circumstances. Seems Matt is playing very conservatively while he figures out exactly his advantages on the boss. Meanwhile, Aaron has made it to the Blazing Bull once again.
That's not.
I will mention it again. Pretty much all of the bosses, pretty much anything that's been called a mini-boss up to this point, you will fight again. They are not the only time you fight these bosses, if they are mini-bosses. In fact, you refight some of the bosses in this game a couple of times. But there's still enough to be a healthy variety. It's not like they reuse stuff. It's not like it's a problem. It's more of just like they ratchet up the stakes the further into the game you get, to where things that were mini bosses before are practically just regular enemies at this point. Oh, that's rough. The Blazing Bull is rough.
Yeah, I'm finishing a fight. I'm probably gonna die anyways.
Huh?
I'm finishing a fight right now. I'm probably gonna die anyway.
Okay, that's fine. Oh my god. Oh, I lost 92 experience or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, I'm not doing this good at all. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So is it just a break, or are we done for the night?
Okay.
So I guess we'll...
So is it just a break, or are we done for the night?
I don't know. How do you feel, man?
I'll put it in Aaron's court. I want to beat this motherfucker, but I can understand if you're done for the day. I just saw him though for the first time. That's the only reason I want to beat him.
Okay,
I
let's
know
do
you've probably
30
been fighting the
more
same guy.
minutes, and then let's call it for the night. And then
Okay.
we can,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
we can
fair.
play something else.
I'm good with that.
All right.
So continue,
Yeah, for 30
like not
more.
stop. Okay.
Okay, so our warriors, our Sekiro ninjas have decided they're going to try to soldier through for until 10:30. In which case, at that time, we'll be done with our Sekiro race for tonight. And the streams will probably go down. I'm not entirely sure on the streams, at least. Aaron might keep his stream going while he plays something else, but I'm not sure. But either way, the Sekiro race for tonight will be done in 30 minutes.
Come on.
Ugh. Alright, Matt making use of his flaming tool, which works pretty well on this boss because although the human is not a animal, technically his horse is. I think you cannot
He
kill the
attacks
horse
way faster than
first, but you can stun the horse because the horse counts as a beast. So kind of riding a horse just gives this boss an extra weakness and not really much of a advantage other than kind of maneuverability.
Whoa! Oh, I couldn't see shit because of damn.
Oh no! Matt got stunned and he didn't realize it, so he got done up real quick.
That is something.
Come over here.
Aaron, meanwhile, trying to deal with some regular enemies down below. But they know better than to fall for his crafty tricks, such as walking through the wall he wants them to walk through, or walking through the doorway he wants them to walk through.
That did nothing.
Okay.
Matt is almost through the first phase of, or first death blow of his fight. If he can get that posture across there, or he might get the health down. He's got it almost. If he can go for the parries, no. But, oh, I don't know if he's gonna make it. He's relying on his block too much. He's not dead yet. That's the final finishing blow. So close to that first death blow on that boss. But Oniwa sends him packing. What a race indeed, Miles from the chat. The thing is, Aaron keeps getting to this, to the Blazing Bull, but I really don't feel like he's making progress on the bull just yet. Oh, he didn't lock on. Maybe he's trying to see if not locking onto the bull is the better option, because the camera what feels like is fucking him up, which is good. I think it is kind of. I think when I fight the bull, I don't lock on. Or I use a kind of a combination of both. Because when he flies past you like that, it disorients you because the camera has the flip behind, and that can get pretty annoying. Meanwhile, up top, Matt is already back to the boss trying again. And in demonstrating what I mentioned to him before when I talked to him about this game, Sekiro is a game where, unlike the rest of the Souls series, once you know where the boss is, because of all the maneuverability you have, you can just go back to him and try again. You don't have to keep grinding through the enemies in between. If you simply know where you need to go, most of the time in Sekiro, you can go straight there and just try again on a boss that you're having trouble with.
You get 2.
There he goes. So Matt is quickly learning his options for fighting this boss, but maybe not quickly enough. He got hit by that whirlwind attack. Meanwhile, Aaron is still chipping away at this blazing bull, but he's not really getting the hits in. He's mostly worried about trying to dodge the bull, and you are not going to dodge the bull to the point where he's truly tired. The blazing bull does not run out of energy significantly. There is a couple of points where he'll stop to take a breath, but you're only going to get 1 or 2 swings in, and that's not going to be enough to... You're not going to win a war of attrition against the blazing bull. You have to learn where you can get your hits in as he goes past, and when you can make him give you openings. Mostly when he slides on the ground to turn around, you can be right here where Aaron's hitting him now, you can hit him then. So you kind of actually have to stay close to the bull to take advantage of his turnaround. There, and Aaron is starting to learn that. Aaron is starting to take advantage and get in those attacks, but he's staying in too long. The side attacks are what's getting him. But he's making, that's what you have to learn about the bull, and I feel like he's making that progress. Meanwhile, up top, Matt has lost his first life to Oniwa, but at the same time, he's got his first death blow. Oniwa doesn't really change after his first death blow, is the advantage. So it's just kind of more of the same, which means that you don't feel that feeling of defeat like you do with Lady Butterfly when you realize not only does she have a second phase, but it's a lot harder than the first one. So we're going to see if Matt can continue to hold on to his second life. And actually, he actually has another resurrection because he got the death blow, I think.
Okay,
I think that's the way it works, is if you have 2 resurrections, you can only resurrect once per death blow of a boss.
Oh, you can jump now.
So because he got that death blow on Oniwa, he can now make use of his second resurrect. So now he has 2 lives that he can use for this phase of the fight.
But there's nothing here. What's the point of this? Why are you wasting my time?
I think Aaron is reconciling with the fact that
This does nothing.
That is okay.
there's whole sections going on over here that may or may not have to do with sadly he is looking in the wrong direction. He's looking for secrets that aren't there when he is still yet to go into the castle that has many important things for him to look at. Matt has lost his first life of this phase and has not done significant damage to the boss enough for me to be optimistic about his outlook. He did get his stun, and he did get a bunch of hits right here. He's in a good spot. He's got the boss pinned against a cliff here, so he made the good choice there of using some pellets for health, but he's forgotten how to use his proper health items, and now he's gotten distracted versus just going in and finishing off the boss. He's gotten distracted on health items, which is not what he needs right now. But he is still making steady progress. He may be able to persevere, but if he gets hit by anything significant in these last couple of moments, he won't be able to finish this boss off. I don't think he has a significant health. If he had any more of his gourd, then he would be able to use that. But, man, it's looking like he's not going to be able to pull this off. But let's see if we can get this upset. There's only a couple more hits he can take before he goes down, but the same thing for the boss.
What is happening?
He needs to get out of his corner. I don't think it's working in his favor anymore. He doesn't know what he's doing. The camera and the fire are not in his favor.
Oh my god, I landed on the...
Yeah.
You gotta be shitting.
So, yeah, he's focusing on the wrong things right now. Right here, nope, he managed to do it. Let's see if he falls for the same thing Aaron did. He's got to press that button again, and he does. First boss beaten
dead,
by Matt up top. Much easier than for him than Druzo, the drunkard. Meanwhile, Aaron is down below, still dealing with the blazing bull, seeing what kind of progress he can make. We're getting through it here, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming up on about 15 minutes left on the race for tonight. That bull is just non-stop. You can't give that bull any breathing room if you really want to. Oh, you can't heal. You can't do that. Oh, he's not that way. You can actually block the bull, but not for very much. The bull does a ton of posture damage, but you can have your block up in this fight. But Aaron now using what he's learned to run around and match the mobility of the bull to try to find openings. He is learning, and it's very fun to watch. And this is the thing that I'm talking about, that this is kind of the fight that teaches you need to use your running in order to be able to excel in Sekiro. And if you actually apply that to the bosses they fought up to this point, if they had run around a lot more, those boss fights would have actually been a lot easier for them. Even though not too many of them were significantly tough. Juzo the Drunkard was significant, but they kind of made short work of the rest of the mini bosses up to this point. Aaron getting the furthest he has in the Blazing Bull fight so far, halfway down his health. But that's still not enough to cross the finish line. But it's still progress. Meanwhile, Matt is absorbing all the new information he's getting from beating his very first actual boss of Sekiro. I'm guessing, there may be a chance that they call the stream early since Matt managed to make it through the boss that he wanted to get to before the end of the night, and Matt and Aaron is just bumping up against this wall of a boss. Okay, no, Aaron is still going. But I may bring up the idea of calling it early, because I can tell this is taking a toll on our boys. Okay, I'm just going to throw the idea of, since Matt got past the one thing that he wanted to tonight, of possibly calling it earlier than expected.
Throw the idea of, since Matt got
I'm fine, but at this point, you are both at a stopping point that is reasonable, so it's up to you guys.
I'm fine, but at this point, you are both at a stopping point that is...
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go much further. I was just gonna look around the area and all, not trying to get bosses.
I'm down for
Yeah, I'm just doing like
So immediately, Matt is going back to the castle that I mentioned so many times at this point, because it's so important to see.
this guy.
And Matt is saying things out loud that are going to give it away at this point. So, oh wait, no. Matt asked if
I
Aaron
wish I
beat
had
this
come
guy.
over here.
So,
I'm like, oh, he makes me stronger. I know Tristan mentioned it earlier, like, come back later when you're stronger. But I was like, no.
and here Matt is running into his first actual shop.
Oh.
Although this shop doesn't really have anything significant other than just a place to kind of like bank your coins by buying coin pouches.
that's not even. That's just stupid.
Meanwhile, below, Aaron is making steady progress. But let's see what Matt discovers up top in the castle.
No, it's gonna hit me.
So Matt is speaking with the Tengu of Asuna, who is actually the one who gives Sekiro his name of Sekiro. This character is also important because he gives you a quest to kill the little hat guys that killed Aaron earlier. This guy gives you a reward for killing those guys along with a couple of other guys throughout the game, and the rewards he gives you are significant. They're all pretty good. Aaron's going to be missing out on those rewards because he did not come in here. There's also another lady in here, I think, that gives you a little something. She's over there on Matt's screen. Actually, I think she just talks to you, so she's a little less important. But the Tengu of Ashina is important, both for those rewards and actually also for some story and lore reasons, in that I think that you have to talk to him first in order to get access to some things later on. Meanwhile, while I was having that conversation, Aaron managed to get past the Blazing Bull. Unbelievably. I didn't think he was going to make that much progress on the bull all at once. I knew he was making steady progress. letting Aaron talk for himself. Yeah.
That's why I stopped playing.
Aaron hit the nail on the head. He said himself, this game is constantly teaching me that I need to think about things a different way. And the adaptability of Aaron is what is letting Aaron not only get the advantage in this race, but to keep it. And now he's actually gone back to the castle that I was talking. Wait, okay, never mind. I'm looking at the wrong stream. But
sometimes I'm like, there's no way that I can block that. I gotta.
Letting them talk for themselves again.
But then it reminds me, like, no, I guess I could totally just block that.
Okay, so yeah, so Aaron has actually made progress, more progress than he probably thought he was gonna make in these last few minutes, to get past the next mini boss and get to like pretty much the next big area of the game. This is actually the inside of the Ashina Castle, and you spend most of your game within these walls, I'd say. Well, that's kind of giving it a lot, but there's a lot of stuff that happens here in the castle. I think he didn't see the idol though, on the other side of the bridge that he needs to go and sit at to make sure he doesn't get sent back. He needs to go back to that bridge that he just came off of. Hopefully he doesn't die. There's another idol a little bit further ahead on the other side of this, but there's actually not a mini boss per se on the other side of that gate in front of him, but another significant enemy that would be not good for him to run into without going back to get a checkpoint first after on the other side of the bolt. But I think he's missed it, and he may not go back and see it in time. Okay, so this enemy that he's fighting seems to have gotten stuck in the wall of the bridge. He's not that tough anyway, so this isn't a huge advantage. Meanwhile, Matt is up top doing exactly what I said he would.
This is just a general question. Coins carry over to the next day, and are there new hint coins each day? Like, do we just get one?
As long as I remember that you guys have the hint coins, then you have the hint coins. Let's put it that way.
As long as I remember that you guys have the hint coins.
I mean, you've gotten... Oh, yeah, no, you have to earn all of them.
But do we get just a daily hint coin, or do we have to earn them?
I mean, you've gotten... Oh, yeah, no, you have to earn all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, to follow up, Matt was doing exactly what I said, and he completely explored all of that castle up top. So not only did he talk to the Tengu of Ashina, but he also went up top and found a lot of the items up there that have some significance. Meanwhile, we see Aaron at the bottom on the other side of that gate fighting who is not technically a mini boss, but in some ways he is as difficult as a mini boss. And the bad news is Aaron did not sit down at the next idol, so if he dies in this fight, he is going to be sent back all the way to the castle before the Blazing Bull, which is very sad. Mostly just annoying. It won't be that hard for him to get back, but it'll be a loss of progress that will definitely set him back mentally. Oh no! He got hit with the unblockable bell attack there, but as you can see, it didn't cost him a full life, so he's doing okay. He should be able to get through this fight, and meanwhile up top we see Matt doing the smart thing of kind of taking stock and going back to the sculptor and seeing what else he can get now. Oh, that was so close on Aaron's part. You just got to get away from that bell and stay out of that. You can't underestimate how quick that guy is. He's not doing very well, to be honest. Or not that he's not doing very well, but this is definitely the rough way to beat this guy, because as you can see, he's got a ton of health. And you actually want to kind of parry the bell because it's such a big, unwieldy weapon. Oh, also, he's got this guy also has armor on his front. He's got this so there was the 2 samurai on the bridge that Aaron killed, and if you listen to them by eavesdropping on them, they talk about how this guy has armor on his belly. So that apron, that thing that looks like it's there, is actually reducing the damage he takes by a significant amount. And there is a shinobi prosthetic tool that you would use, kind of like the axe, to break that armor off and make this a much easier fight. Miles in the chat asking if they have skill points. Not significantly so. I think Matt may have some after that fight against Oniwa, but we can't see on screen until one of them pauses, and then I'll be able to tell you for sure. You'll want to be on the lookout for a blue... you'll want to be on the lookout for a blue bar. I was listening for what the guys were saying, because Aaron is getting pretty frustrated in his fight, but he may be able to pull this off. But he's all out of energy. He's all out of healing items, so it's hard to say. Oh, there it is. We were looking for a blue bar, and then on the blue bar there is a number that lets you know. Okay, so Matt has 3 skill points that he can use right now. I'm gonna say that Aaron probably has 1. Oh. Okay, so even though he passed this up, it still brought him back here. Either that or I didn't see him touch this idol, but he got this checkpoint, so that's good. Aaron has 2 skill points, as you can see there at the end of his blue bar. So, again, when you die in this game, you lose all progress towards the next skill point, but you don't lose any of the skill points you have already earned. So that you lose a good chunk of that blue bar that you can see up there that Matt has almost full. If you die, you lose a good chunk of that bar, but you don't lose it all, and you can't ever lose any skill points that you already have. So that's the skill penalty, the death penalty in this game. Okay, we have about 7 minutes left in tonight's race.
Like that fat dude that early.
You said the fat dude?
Yeah, that's that dude. The guy that I was having like the longest time with.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Because he was one-shotting me a lot.
Huh?
Like, I don't think that... He was, like, one-shotting me.
Oh,
but this horse guy was... Yeah! Because you fought the horse dude first, so I think you might have got a little
I fought the horse dude first, but I never beat him. I didn't beat him.
Oh, I don't know. I mean...
And then I beat him. And
he wasn't one-shotting me all the time, but... he wasn't one-shotting me all the time, but... It was like 90% or so.
The horse guy is significantly easier. That's why I kept telling both of you, you probably want to go back into the daytime and do that first. But
the horse guy is significantly easier. That's why I kept telling both of you, you probably want to go back into the daytime.
Yeah, when I went to the horse guy just now, I was like, whoa, he's hitting me, but I'm not dying in one hit. This is better. Yeah, I'm gonna stay at the daytime place for now. I like this.
And as we get closer to the end of tonight, I want to thank everybody for watching. We've got about 5 minutes left. They're probably going to have to get to a stopping point around the 10:30 mark before they'll actually stop it. We'll see what happens. Yeah, this has all been real fun. Even if it's been like a super small audience of just like close friends, this has still been worth it, I think, for everybody involved. Just because we're just enjoying putting on a show, and we'll be able to put up this archive to go back and watch, and that'll be a lot of fun. I will say overall, to give an end cap on the overall progress made today, the progress was really good, really impressive for the amount of time of playing. Aaron is still pretty far in the lead because he has the advantage of already having... He has access to Lady Butterfly, and he's already fought her. Matt is going to have to realize how to get that key, make his way there, go all the way back, and then get the first fight in against Lady Butterfly and go through that whole fight, where Aaron has the idea of how much more work he has to be put into that fight. And then after he beats Lady Butterfly, he'll be completely done with the nighttime path. So I'd say overall, tonight we got through about the first fifth of the game. The first 20% of the game is where I would put the overall percentage. I think that's real rough. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody would say, that's fucking wrong, you idiot. But in terms of how fast these guys are going, I would say, like, if we did this same session 5 or 6 more times, or 4 or 5 more times, they'd get through the entire game. But that'd be asking a lot, because I don't think that they're going to have as much time to be able to, like, put 4 to 5 hours into each race session. But we'll see, because Aaron's on vacation for the next 2 weeks, and Matt, after he gets off work, is pretty wide open as well, and I'm definitely here on commentary, entertaining you guys as long as you guys want me. So we'll see what happens, but I'm excited to see how both these guys make their way through some of these surprises that come later on in the game. We are still very much in, like, dealing with dudes with swords and on the backs of horses and ninjas, and shit in this game gets real crazy past the halfway point in terms of what you're fighting and what you have to go up against in a really exciting, cool way. So I'm looking forward for more of this game. We're coming up on 3 minutes left in the fight. Here we find Aaron finding another shinobi tool. Oh, he just found the broken horn, which can be used to make the spear that you use to pull the armor off of the bell guy he died to earlier. So whether or not he puts all that together, we'll see. But he just got the tool he needs to make that fight a lot easier. Meanwhile, up top, we're about to see Matt come into contact with the Blazing Bull for the first time and see how he reacts. He's probably not going to be able to get through it here in the next 3 minutes, but hey, I've been wrong before, so let's see what happens. Matt moves forward. He's going to try to beat this guy, and then here comes Mr. Mini Boss Bull.
Oh, okay. All right. I see. Okay.
Matt sadly missed his big introduction, but we'll see if he... Matt is already blocking the bull more than Aaron was, where Aaron thought that he wasn't blockable because he was a big, giant muscle beast. Matt is already kind of approaching this because he's kind of... I think Matt's coming from the Dark Souls school of boss battles, where he knows that even if it looks like something that wouldn't be blocked, you should at least try. So it's just whether or not he loses that instinct, because what tends to happen in boss battles like this is you block early on because you don't know what the fuck's happening, and then when you put more effort in to try to learn how to attack back, you pull back on the defense, so you quit blocking as much, and you can't do that on this bull. So we'll see if that happens, but he's already doing kind of better than Aaron did the first time Aaron ran into this bull. So whereas
oh, I thought that was a sound.
Whereas Aaron adapts quickly, I feel like Matt has a better starting spot as far as like innate ability to deal with bosses or kind of absorb them. If they're one-on-one, he has that advantage. But like he's mentioned, if he has to deal with a bunch of other enemies in the middle of the fight, that's where he falters as well. But he's already got this bull down to half health, and he's kind of just bumbling his way through it. To be honest, just because like he's not really trying to worry about maneuvering or anything, and he's still made good progress, more progress than Aaron did. Meanwhile, Aaron has already made it to another mini boss of his own. This guy of the 7 spears is not a joke, but yeah, Aaron's not going to get through this today. He's also another kind of skill check. I would like to just also stress how many bosses we have, mini bosses we have made it through in this stream alone compared to your average Dark Souls game, where this entire session would have been like 2 boss fights, probably, maybe. But either way, here we are at 10:30.
So
I think we're calling it.
I died. It's 10:30. Do you want to call it?
Yeah.
So,
Sounds like we're having a post.
Did you beat the? Did you go after
post-stream talk here?
Like, did you continue past?
yeah, I'm.
Sounds like we're having a post.
Looking at the stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna just
Post-stream
get off.
talk here.
Huh?
I'm just gonna quit my game, but I'll still be on. But yeah, I think we're done.
We're like really close.
You fought the bull.
Yeah, I'm past the bull.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
like,
I'm at the bull.
I'm not further.
So overall, I gave a capper on like the
you're not
progress
doing
on the commentary, but
Okay.
Aaron is in front, and I'd say
I would imagine Aaron's
less significantly than you might think at this point. Well, actually, no, Aaron's still pretty significantly ahead, but I think that Matt's gonna make his ground up in the mid to late game for certain reasons, is what I'll say.
But I think that
And then also, both of you overall, I would say I would put about a 20% done on the entire game. You guys are about 20%, if I would put a percent on it.
Overall, I would say I would put about a 20% done on the entire game. You guys are about 20%.
Yes, it's a full-on, full-length game.
To like a Demon Souls length, I guess.
Yes, it's a
I know one of the shorter ones versus one of the longer ones, but I mean, like, I think it's about in the middle.
Well, yeah, I
or
didn't
on
know,
the
like,
longer
if
side.
It was like Dark Souls 2
one
length.
One of the shorter ones is one of the longer.
Yeah.
I think it's about in the middle.
It's just that because of the maneuverability, once you know what you're doing, you can beat it faster than most Dark Souls games, even though it has the same amount of content of one of the longer ones.
Because of the maneuverability, once you know what you're doing, you can beat it faster than most Dark Souls games, even though it has the same amount of content.
All right. Meanwhile, I'm gonna end the commentary stream.
All right.
Yeah, and then I would say that both of you could watch my commentary stream from today. Aaron could watch the majority of it. Matt, if you don't want to be spoiled, you'd probably watch about half. Just because of the paths that were taken in a different way. Yeah. Yeah. And
yeah,
yeah.
I know Aaron went a little further and he got to further parts of both places, I think.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thanks for watching. We'll let everybody know on my Facebook when the next one of these is happening. It may be as soon as tomorrow, maybe not. But our guys are probably too tired to even start thinking about it, so I'll kind of let you guys know.
Oh.
All right, talk to you later. Thanks for watching.